going to be flying both ways tonight in the Emerald City of Seattle as Steve Nash. Home being Victoria, British Columbia, about an hour-and-a-half ferry ride north from here. He'll have friends and family on hand as he leads the Mavs into action against the Seattle Supersonics. Dallas at 28-16, the Sonics 22-20 tonight from T Arena. Good evening and welcome to Mavericks basketball on UPN 21. I'm Matt Pinto along with Bob Bordigal. An absolutely scintillating 108-99 win for the Mavericks over Sacramento at home Sunday. That was their 8th in a row. And in this stretch, Bob, the offense has been top-notch, 106 or more in 7 of the 8. And the defense is improving as well over the last 4. It's been pretty solid.
It's really a lot of fun when you start to share the ball. You make the extra pass. You don't care who scores as long as your team scores. And what happens is the numbers change drastically. In this streak, points have gone from 102 a game to 110. Field goals made, 42 over 38. 28 assists versus 23 prior to. And turnovers, only 10 versus 13. And then a great stat. They've held the last 4 opponents under 100 points, the longest sub-100 stretch this season. Mavericks need to continue upon that. I'll tell you what, the confidence is up. I think I'm sensing a little swagger.
Well, the swagger seems to be back, but that defense is going to be challenged, and that number of sub-100s at 4 in a row will be severely tested in this one. The Sonics, the 4th highest scoring team in the NBA. They're tops in the league in threes attempted, in threes made, second in three-point efficiency. I mean, they'll spray threes from every angle tonight, Bob.
Yeah, and what you have to do is you got to change your defensive philosophy just a little bit. Normally, you want to get back and build your defense from the basket out, not when you play the Sonics. You have to get back and pick up shooters. That's Allen right there, who hits a 3. That's Rashard Lewis. He hits a 3. Radmanovic. Remember those 2 guys, Lewis and Radmanovic. That's Barry, the off guard, a very good shooter with a quick release. And then Ronald Flip Murray has come out of nowhere to help this team this year. Now, the reason I mentioned Rashard Lewis and Radmanovic, both of those guys are 6'10". When they get the ball, they get a little bit better look at the basket when the smaller defenders are flying at them. This game should be a lot of fun for you to watch. Stay up.
Somewhat mirror images of one another, but they're totally unfamiliar. It's the first meeting between the two all season long. They'll meet 4 times over the final 2 months. Dallas lost both games in here last season, but they were without the defense of Josh Howard. That could be pivotal in their matchup tonight with the Sonics. Howard has become the Mavericks' bulldog, both on the perimeter and in blocking the pass by opposing offensive guards.
Get your hands up! Get your hands up! Go, 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 Thank you, Detroit! We love you!
Detroit was last night.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by January 29th.
You are now free to move about the country.
Texas is my home, it's deep within my heart. My family and friends, we're never far apart. Lord brings us together, it's been that way forever. Day or night, rain or shine, in any weather. Look again and you'll get the message. Ford is the best in Texas.
The Dallas Mavericks invited local students to join them in a day of reading. This Read to Achieve Day was the Mavericks' way of showing adults in their community the importance of getting involved in their child's education.
I wish I was big enough to play, but because I'm only 10, I go to the side.
A child with a love of reading will develop a lifelong love of learning. Join the Mavericks in making a difference in a child's life. Read to Achieve.
What do you do when he wants meat lovers, she wants a Supreme, and you want your favorite? Well, Pizza Hut's got the answer. The incredible new 4-for-All. 4 individual pizzas filling 1 box from corner to corner for just $11.99. All on a not too thick, not too thin crust. The one and only 4-for-All. Just $11.99 only at Pizza Hut. The only way to make everyone happy is to gather around the good stuff.
Dear Bill, I'm traveling widely. I've been to the Caribbean.
And would you believe it, I've been cliff diving in Mexico. Now I'm in Le Quebec. Bonjour, as they say. I'm something of a cheese connoisseur. I do enjoy a stinky cheese. A pungent, ghastly, stinky piece of cheese. Well, cheerio, roaming gnome. Book with Travelocity. Don't forget your hat.
Dallas Mavericks basketball is brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Lose the carbs, not the taste. And by your North Texas Ford dealers, proud sponsors of the Dallas Mavericks. The Dr. Pepper Bottling Company of Texas and Dr. Pepper are proud to support Dallas Mavericks basketball. Be you, Dr. Pepper. And by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
4 of the Mavericks' 8 victories on this recent roll have come on the road, and they open a 2-game road swing tonight at the Key Arena in Seattle against the 22-20 Sonics. And appropriately from the Key Arena are 4 keys to victory. First of all for the Mavericks, Bob.
Defend the jump shot, especially the three-point jump shot. Be alert to long rebounds. There will be a lot of long rebounds in this ball game because of the number of good jump shooters on both teams. And for the Mavericks, push the ball. Make Seattle get back.
The Sonics have won 3 of their last 4. How do they make it 4 or 5?
Well, they better get back because I anticipate that the Mavericks are going to want to run. So defensive transition most important for Seattle. And then they have to defend properly the Dallas Mavericks pick and roll and or the pick and pop.
The Sonics not only have won 3 of their last 4, but have made it 6-1 their last 7 at Key Arena. We'll see if the Mavericks can dent that number. The starting lineups in the opening tip coming up from the Pacific Northwest next.
Flat. Sometimes small businesses hate the word flat, as in sales are flat. Other times they love it, as in one flat rate for all your calls, and savings that are flat out shocking. Introducing SBC Unlimited Long Distance for Business. Unlimited nationwide long distance for a flat $20. Seeing small business differently. SBC.
Fans are making their way in to get a look at the Mavericks taking on the Sonics tonight. A high-scoring back-and-forth battle anticipated from the Key Arena. Dallas comes in at 28-16 for head coach Don Nelson at age 63. He and his coaching staff have weathered a mid-month squall, and since there was some question about his job status, this club has really gotten it on a roll. He has 1,124 career victories to his credit. That's second all time. In fact, he is second also to Pat Riley in 50-win seasons with a dozen. His Dr. Pepper starting lineup tonight features rookie Josh Howard and Antoine Walker at the forwards. Dirk Nowitzki mans the middle. Steve Nash, one guard. The other, Michael Finley, who is flat on fire over the last 5 games. In 2 of those, Bob, he has scored 30 or more.
He's really playing well, and he's playing smart basketball. He's shooting the jump shot well. He's getting good looks at the basket. Against Sacramento, he had 23 points. He was 10 out of 17 from the field, 3 out of 5 on threes, and he had 8 rebounds.
Nate McMillan, the second youngest coach in the NBA at age 39, in his 4th campaign calling the shots here. A fine 145 and 128 record. That's 53% in the win column on average. And his Dr. Pepper starting outfit features Rashard Lewis and ex-Maverick Calvin Booth at the forward spots. Vitaly Potapenko gets his second start at center. Brent Berry, so versatile at one guard. The other is Ray Allen, who lit up the Clippers for 41 points on Saturday night.
And that's about all you have to know. That's how good Ray Allen is offensively. I mean, he can get to the basket and finish. He did it twice there. He'll get steals. He'll get assists. But he's an excellent three-point shooter, a very good jump shooter.
Allen and the Sonics in that yellow look, which is a throwback look here in Seattle. But Ray had his 7th career 40-plus point scoring game. He's done it twice this month. He can be electric at the offensive end of the floor. Serious health injury update for the Mavericks. Tony Delk, although not on the injured list, will miss his 8th straight game tonight with a sprained left ankle. Told me he's about a week and a half away from an expected return to availability for Don Nelson. Tonight's referees are brought to you by Dr. Booth Eye Care and Laser Center, where experience and technology truly do come together. Veteran Joe Crawford heads the refereeing corps tonight. That includes Michael Smith and Tony Brown.
I cannot see Calvin Booth on the floor without thinking about Calvin Booth in a Maverick uniform against Utah 3 years ago.
Yep, Game 5 in Salt Lake City. He scored the game-winning shot in Game 5, allowing the Mavericks to advance to round 2.
And Calvin Booth is guarding Dirk Nowitzki. Interesting.
Nash draws a quick double team. That one was fair caught by Finley. Michael penetrates, fades on Lewis. Ray Allen has the game's first rebound. Seattle showed a zone. Dallas's first thrust of the night. I would expect we'll see plenty of zone from the Sonics tonight.
It'll be interesting to see what they do defensively.
Howard is on Allen. Tries to escape off the dribble. Howard knocked it away and pries it free. Josh Howard all the way to the rim. Misses right there to stick it back. Can't get it to fall though. Excellent defensive effort. Not rewarded as Josh missed 2 easy ones.
But Josh Howard has already served notice right now. Defensively.
Allen guarded by Nash. Kicks it cross court to Lewis on the fly in the lane. Topico wide open inside as Rashard Lewis unselfishly kicks it to the open man for a 2-0 Sonic lead.
Topico did not have enough lift to elevate and dunk the ball. He finished, and that's all that counts.
Nowitzki skips it to Finley. Michael misses his second try tonight. So the Dallas offense yet to warm a minute 20 in. Allen has a step on Nash as he penetrates and pulls up. Topico knocked off the play by Howard nicely, allowing Nash a beeline to the ball. Steve rewards the rookie. Mavericks yet to strike, now 0-5, 2 minutes in.
Slow start offensively.
Seattle's attempted only 2 shots, making one of those. Allen on a clear out, denied the middle by Nash nicely. Keeps the dribble alive. Snakes up and under, but misses the banker. He's really had to work each one of his touches and looks at the iron. Walker, 3 for 3. In and out, there's Finley to follow, and he ties it up.
The Mavericks can get second chance opportunities tonight, and hopefully, as a result, second chance points. Seattle not a real strong rebounding team, but the Mavericks have to think offensive rebounds.
Sonics next to last in rebounding as Lewis hoists and hits a 3-pointer with Howard in his face.
Now see, that added size at 6'10" made a difference for Lewis that time against Howard. That's exactly what we referred to in the open. Lewis and Radmanovich, who's not in the ballgame right now at 6'10", get some pretty good looks. Not unlike Dirk Nowitzki.
Lewis has been a Maverick killer, had 30 in a game against Dallas in this building last season. Away from the ball, a whistle. Barry was held, it appeared. I beg your pardon, it's Nash against Ray Allen picking up his first foul. First team foul, 9:18 left in the first quarter. Mavericks have missed 6 of their first 7 shots. Seattle has a 3 to its credit, along with a made field goal inside the arc. Sonics at home this season, 13-9, so they certainly have been beatable. Lewis wide open there. Make it 2 threes for Rashard Lewis.
Mavericks were confused on that play. We had some guys playing man-to-man, some guys playing zone. They normally play a zone on sideline out of bounds, 1 court.
Walker loses it off his foot, it appeared. Instead, it goes over to the Mavericks. I guess it rolled off of Patopico's. Brent Perry thought the Sonics had a steal. Nowitzki screens for Nash. Booth jumps out at him. Dirk followed by 2 men, throws it away in the lane. Mavericks have come out sloppy. That's 2 turnovers. This time Allen fires. Was having a tough time getting to 3-point shooters the last couple of minutes. Nash stops it. That won't drop. Finley kept it alive, but it's cleared by Patopico. Dallas' cold spell continues. Rashard Lewis finds Barry. Extra pass is made to Allen, but the Maverick defense flies to it. Allen blows by Finley. 10-2 Sonics, 3:40 in.
The zone is kind of a matchup that they're playing. I'll tell you what, they're doing some different things out of that because Ray Allen just went through with Michael Finley.
Come on, Antoine Walker. He can finger roll inside. That penetration could be there all night. Sonics pretty pliable on the interior defensively.
Maybe a little bit of combination stuff going on from Seattle as it relates to the defense because Ray Allen definitely went through with Finley the last time.
Mary knocks down the long two. The Sonics now 5 of 8 for a 12-4 edge. And the Mavericks need a timeout. Not the start Don Nelson was after. This club finds itself in a quick 8-point hole. 2 of 9 Mavericks shooting and 2 turnovers, resulting in the Sonics burst from the gates. 7:37 left in the first.
Why's a rich guy like you riding a bus?
Now you can win Jack's stuff. A 2-year lease on his new Ford Thunderbird, or a trip on his private jet, or his Kawasaki motorcycles, or jet ski watercraft, or even a trip from Florida to Hawaii from Orbitz. Plus, you have a 1 in 4 chance of instantly winning other cool prizes. See rules or buy any medium or large combo meal, then sip, rip, and win.
Yes!
You might even win Jack's wallet.
Dad?
Donuts.
Like my dad's dad, and my brother, we make tortillas. Lots of tortillas.
There's 2 sides to a tortilla.
For 3 generations, our customers have depended on us. And that's how long we've depended on TXU Energy. If I ever have questions with my service or bill, I just make one call and they take care of it.
They know their stuff.
That's why we chose them. TXU Energy lets us focus on what's really important.
Tortillas.
TXU Energy, the choice millions of Texans count on.
The Mavericks in a quick hole in Seattle tonight, trailing the Sonics 12-4, 7:37 left in the first. Rashard Lewis, Bob, will be competing in the three-point shootout All-Star Weekend in L.A. He's shown off that three-point shooting form early tonight.
Yeah, we're going to show you why. You see the added size helps give him a better look. That time defensively, nobody was there for Dallas. That was not a good job defensively. Lewis at 6'10", you give him a good look, and he is not hesitant. He'll fire it up.
Sonics far and away lead the league in threes attempted, threes made, knocked down 38% of them, and they've had 7 of the top 8 attempted threes in terms of single games this season. The Mavericks respond effectively off the timeout. They're able to squeeze it inside to Walker for an easy bucket.
Mavericks come out of that timeout in a man-to-man.
Brent Berry, so versatile in the offensive end, 6'6". Lewis has that one crawl over the top as Nowitzki got a hand in his face on the 3-ball attempt. He comes into the game a cold shooter, 37% from the floor over the previous 6. Got a couple good looks to get him going tonight.
I'll tell you one thing they are doing defensively. They're playing Calvin Booth on the side of the floor where Dirk Nowitzki is. They're doing that because Booth will block shots. How about that, Matt?
Nash drops the 3, and the Mavericks have run off 5 in succession since Don Nelson grouped the troops.
And he went to a man-to-man. They're in the man-to-man defense again.
Topico had it pried free, got it back, fades in the lane. Falls through. He played great against the Clippers with 7 rebounds in 22 minutes Saturday with his second start of the year tonight. Nowitzki has not gotten involved in the Maverick offense as yet. Trailing 14-9. Finley 3 for 3. Howard reels in the rebound. Springs Dirk. Back-to-back Maverick bombs as they've been able to spray a couple from long distance. It's a 2-point game. Josh Howard created that second look with his second rebound. Lewis hounded by Howard, and an offensive foul is the end result.
And see, Josh Howard causes things like that to happen because he's a bit of a nuisance. You love the way he plays defense, and he does a lot of little things that disrupt an opposing player as well as an opposing team.
Mavericks can tie this trip. Finley frees behind an Nowitzki pick, and it's even up at 14. So just like that, Dallas has come from 8 back with 5:50 left in the first quarter.
And the big change coming out of the timeout was Don Nelson going to the man-to-man defense, and they're still in it. They haven't gone back to the zone. Let's see if he stays back.
Allen can't escape Nash. Settles in the low post. Pulls up in the lane. Boom! Kicked home by Booth off the miss. So Calvin Booth extended that long arm. He stands 6'11". Plays bigger than that. Nowitzki free for another three. Back-to-back dirt connections from long distance. And the Mavericks have their first lead at 17-16. He loves shooting in this building.
That, my friend, is a beautiful thing.
3 of 6 from three-point range for the Mavs as Topico goes to work on Walker. Allen is a pull inside. Ex-teammate of Walker in Boston. He jump hooks through his 5th and 6th points. On the teeter-totter as Nash blows by every side to the bucket. Misses, but there's Howard. Fouled as he takes it back to the iron. Josh Howard's hustle. A key ingredient of the Mavericks. Jumping right back into the fray after a sluggish start.
What a great effort by Josh Howard. Look at this. Nash makes most of those. That one doesn't go in. Look at Howard. He came from all the way over from the left side of the floor to the other side of the basket to get the ball. That's a tremendous effort.
Topico floored him for his first person. Josh Howard, a 69% free thrower, steps to the line, ties the game first.
I'm wondering if they might change up in guarding Topico down low and maybe try to front him defensively instead of play behind him. Now that he's shown he's hit a couple of shots. We'll see if we see a defensive change right there.
He's doubled his per-game scoring average already. Comes in averaging 3 points a game in just 12 minutes of action.
He's got 6.
Allen run out on a double team, keeps the dribble alive. Crafty veteran, a 3-time All-Star. Threw it away there, though. And there's Howard going to the floor to take it off. Walker the other way, 3-on-1. Alley-oops to Nowitzki for the easy layup in a 2018 lead, but Josh Howard again getting floor burns and making his presence felt.
You can't say enough about the little things that Howard does. I mean, we call them little things. Being an old coach, these are big things.
Topico finds Radmanovic inside for the game-time bucket. Vladimir Radmanovic stands 6'10". Not often he'll operate inside as Barry takes it away from Nash, but Finley got a piece of the outlet. Nash stepped out of bounds and trying to secure it for the Mavericks. Dallas a bit more turnover prone tonight than we're accustomed to seeing. They've given it up 3 times in the first quarter. As Ronald Flip Murray checks in, the second-year player from Shaw College in North Carolina. He was a throw-in in the Ray Allen-Gary Payton deal involving the Bucks last season, but Allen had to sit the first 25 of this year off of ankle surgery. Murray picked up the offensive slack. Barry's long 3, in and out. Finley on the ground. Walker. Dances down the lane. Topico. Nicely done.
Tell you what, if Walker can get down inside, Topico does not have the lateral movement to handle Walker's ability to take care of the ball and get to the basket.
He's got 6. Lewis blasts into the middle. Finds Radmanovic. Long rebound. Walker there. Mavericks break out 4 on 3.
There's that long rebound we were talking about, Matt. You must be conscious of those long rebounds.
Nash short. Howard kept it alive. Finley saves it beautifully to Walker.
It's another long rebound, right? There'll be a ton of long rebounds tonight.
22-20 Dallas.
3-point all of them out. You're going to think you're listening to a broken record.
Nowitzki doubles. Nash in deep. Goes with the left hand for the bucket and the bang inside. Nowitzki much more pass conscious, averaging 5.2 assists over the last 5 games. That's his first tonight, and it was a beauty.
A give and go. Hit the post, go to the basket. Nice pass back by Dirk. A good finish, draws the foul. A very good free throw shooter at the line. Well, I'll tell you what, ever since Don Nelson took the timeout, he got things straightened out a little bit at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, 13-point turnaround. The Mavericks now lead it by 5 after trailing by 8 early. Timeout Sonics. 3:02 left in the first quarter. The Maverick offense has arrived. Steve Nash was 6. Antoine Walker 6. Dirk Nowitzki 8. The boys in blue are out now in full force. This is Walker leaving Topico in his wake.
I love the way you've decorated in here.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by January 29th.
You are now free to move about the country.
Preparing for winter, these docile little fellows savor a tasty feast. Ever alert, at the first sign of danger, they react.
Wrap your paws around Taco Bell's new 99-cent cheesy bean and rice burrito. It's a full half-pound and loaded with 3 cheeses, fiesta sauce, and a cheesy, zesty kick. Now 99 cents is tasty and filling when you think outside the bun.
B2K. Hear that Motown sound like Smokey Robinson found. Like Dr. Pepper, it's originality known world round. The taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, absolute individuality, and gives life a personality. Be you, be you, nothing's better, Dr. Pepper.
A little over 7 minutes to play when Don Nelson took the timeout. The Mavericks were behind. He changed the defense to a man-to-man. Mavericks now lead by 5. Josh Howard has been spearheading the effort with just good old-fashioned hustle plays, and you got to love them. There's one of them right there. Defensive play. Look at how far Howard comes to get the rebound. Hustle plays, effort guy. He tips the ball. Finley saves it back in bounds. And as I mentioned, time and time again, we call them the little things. They are not little things. They are the things that win games.
9-second chance points as a result of 3 offensive rebounds from Howard, 5 for the team. Dallas' defense breaks down as Murray backdoors the entire squad off the Sonics timeout. Reggie Evans is on the floor now for Seattle. He's a rebounding monster at 6'8", 245 in his second season from Iowa. Dallas, after going 2 of 9 to start the night, has hit 8 of its last 11 from the floor.
Seattle has gone back to the zone now.
Finley pulls up, makes it a 27-22 Dallas lead with 2:30 left to play in quarter number 1. Barry blasts into Finley, but Michael wasn't quite established defensively. He draws a personal foul. Will be his first.
Let me tell you what causes that. When you play against a team that shoots the ball so well, you want to close quickly. When you close quickly, you're vulnerable on a dribble penetration. You want to close so that your weight is evenly distributed, so that if the offensive player puts it on the floor, you can still retreat. And much easier to say than it is to do.
Jamison into the game, guarding Radmanovic, who beat him off the dribble but missed the jumper. Best back, feeds Jamison right to the iron for the deuce.
Travis Best, nice job.
Dallas has run to a 7-point lead at 29-22 as we close in on the 2-minute mark of the first. That's after a near comatose offensive start.
Yeah, I love the way the Mavericks play. I mean, they get it up and down the floor. They hit the open man. They take the good shot. They don't jack around with the ball, horse around with it. They don't turn it over.
To shoot, there's another turnover as Howard is Johnny on the spot again. Or Josh on the spot, as it were.
He went behind his back.
That's his second steal tonight. Offense running through Walker in Nash's absence. Feeds Howard on the low post. Josh draws a double team. Shot clock down to 5. Finley, beautiful head shoulder fake. Yes. Shet Lewis in range the J for a 31-22 Dallas edge. This team is mighty crisp over the game's last 7 minutes.
When a defender's flying at you, shot fake, escape dribble, right or left, shoot it.
Radmanovic stared down by Jamison. Given a step to the baseline.
Awful defense. Cannot do that.
Radmanovic not liking his role coming off the bench. He has 4 points in reserve tonight. Best scans the scene, gets a pick from Walker. Radmanovic on him on a switch. Travis launches, long rebound. Finley on him. Dallas doing a great job on the boards, out rebounding the Sonics 12-7 early. Backdoor lob, Jamison redirects it to Finley. Michael with the left hand, a wild attempt. But Best able to strip Radmanovic and dips to the goal when he's unable to finish. Got it right back and draws the foul as Brent Berry in frustration hammers it. The Mavericks are quicker to every loose ball right now than than is the home team.
Ever since that timeout. Initially it was Seattle, but since the first timeout, Travis Best, he misses that one. He'd love to have it back. He reestablished his position inbound, so he can do that. Barry didn't think he had reestablished, but he did. The replay obviously showed it.
Mavericks come into this game third in the NBA in rebounding. The Sonics are next to last, and that's reflected in this first quarter. 14-7 Mavericks. They've doubled Seattle up on the boards, and that's resulted, Bob, in 7 more shot attempts. In the game, only 5 free throws, and 4 of the 5 have been made by the Mavericks.
Great numbers supporting exactly what our folks at home are seeing.
Difference of 5, game to shot clock, as Flip Murray and the Sonics will settle in for a good one. Antonio Daniels on the floor for Seattle now. He's camped out in the corner. Murray, blast to the bucket, goes reverse. Nicely done. 9 seconds left. Best needs to be in a bit more of a hurry than normal. 5 seconds now remaining. Finley off the bounce. Walker a long 3 online, but he back rimmed it. Well, after a start that saw the Mavericks fall into a quick 8-point hole, Dallas closes the first quarter on a 16-8 push and heads to the second in front, 33-26. Mavericks bidding for what would be a season-high 9-game winning streak. Steve Nash not far from home, battling Brent Barry and company, as Dallas has turned it up defensively, forcing 4 first-quarter turnovers, allowing them to get out and run to a 7-point lead after 1.
The battle continues as the Mavs storm the beaches of the Great Salt Lake. At stake is conference domination. The Mavs and Jazz, Wednesday at 7:30 on UPN 21.
Have you ever stolen any money?
Please. He's doing it.
Let me surprise you.
Get a room.
She's planning it.
$200,000.
Do you think I'm that easy?
Uh-huh.
She's part of it.
Who'd I shoot?
Don't think. Bad for the team. He's controlling all of it. Getting in deep, aren't you? This Friday, only one con comes out on top.
I'm glad to see you.
She's not dull.
Owen Wilson, Morgan Freeman, The Big Bounce, rated PG-13, starts this Friday.
It took 55 seconds to file taxes online, 46 seconds to dump a few stocks, and 3 minutes to book the red-eye to New York. Time saved versus dial-up, 10 minutes, 55 seconds. What could you do with 10 minutes and 55 seconds?
SBC Yahoo DSL for as low as $26.95 with free movie and music downloads. Hurry, call, or sign up online.
One more way we bring it all home.
UPN Wednesday, a stunning Star Trek Enterprise. In the blink of an eye, Earth, their greatest fear.
Destroyed.
How could it have happened?
We could have saved them.
And who will pay?
You are relieved of command.
The Enterprise you must not miss.
But a special time on UPN 21.
11-2 Mavericks in second chance points, allowing Dallas a 33-26 lead at the end of 1 in Seattle tonight. Pizza Hut gives you the opportunity to sit in the Pizza Hut sports tent at the American Airlines Center in great seats courtesy of Ashley Furniture Home Store. Keep ordering that great Pizza Hut pizza and you might be the next lucky winner. For more information, log on to DallasMavericks.com. Pizza Hut and the Dallas Mavericks gather around the good stuff.
Hey, I got a special shout out to a couple of great Maverick employees. Pat Russell, Keith Grant. Guess what? Guess who says hello? Rick Sund. Always good to see Rick. Did a great job helping build the Dallas Mavericks franchise. He says hello to a couple of employees that are just great people.
He's doing a heck of a job here as well, as is Flip Murray off the bench. 3 of 3 has 6 points. The Sonics have been remade since that Gary Payton trade last February. Although Ray Allen has missed 25 games due to ankle surgery in early November, this team is right there, only 2.5 out of that 8th playoff spot. Jamison foul on a beautiful slash to the basket as Reggie Evans got there late. Mavericks are moving the ball so crisply in the half court, Bob. Every time it seems like there's a glimmer of daylight, the ball gets to the man who needs to have it at that moment.
You're exactly right. Michael Finley did something there that is really interesting. As a post player, when you get double teamed, keep your dribble, start to dribble the ball, and take it to the corner. The double team will follow you. What happens is it opens a lane for a dive cutter, and that's what Jamison did. If you stay on the block and look, your offense is crowded. But if you take the double team away from the basket with the dribble, the cutter comes, you can give him the ball. That's exactly what Finley and Jamison did.
Mavericks have 9 assists already in this game. They come in averaging 23.5 per. That's 5th best in the NBA. That's an area of dramatic improvement over last season. Radmanovic.
Get to him. Whoop.
Slow. The dribble pulls up.
It's slow getting to him that time.
He lost the rebound to Reggie Evans. Evans is a ball hound around the iron. He had a 13-point, 11-rebound double-double against the Mavericks last season. 35-30. Dallas has owned 8 as large as 9. The edge is 5 right now. Nowitzki tried to get it to Jamison, but Daniels has a nice job of overplaying, and he saves it alertly to Radmanovic. Both sides now have 4 turnovers.
He's a lively player. He's an active player, pretty talented guy, Daniels is.
He's played with Vancouver, San Antonio, last season with Portland. Drives by Nowitzki. That excursion to the bucket. Pulls the Sonics to it in 3. Howard's by himself, but the pass is too long and high, and the Mavericks blow a golden opportunity.
Got to make that catch first. Ball was just a little bit high, but go up, make the catch, and then worry about the shot.
Radmanovic again blows right by Jamison. This time unable to finish on the reverse side as Dirk forced him to alter the shot. Nowitzki guarded by Evans. Fouls to the rim. Murray knocked the ball away, and Allen has it. Seattle on the fly with numbers. Daniels all the way to the iron. It's a 1-point game as Seattle has come out the aggressor in the second quarter.
Well, you mentioned early on that there would be a series of runs throughout the game. Seattle on one right now.
6-0. Finley directed traffic. Steve Nash sits the early stages of this quarter. Nowitzki gets a dive cutting Jamison. It's a blocking foul called against Antonio Daniels. Jamison, so expert at finding those cracks and crevices and soft spots in opposing defense, is off the cut, goes back to the free throw line. As Nash re-enters with 9:49 left till halftime.
Dirk not happy about the lack of a call the last time down. He really felt like he was fouled. He just was gone over to talk to the official. Steve Nash interested in trying to get Dirk away from the official.
Last season in 2 games in this building, there were 31 lead changes and 30 ties. Dallas lost both to the Sonics by 4 in one, by 7 in the other. And early tonight, we've had 3 lead changes and 4 ties. Jamison knocks down 1 of 2. Antonio Daniels has been the hottest Sonic, shooting 61% the last 5 games, and he's 2 of 2 tonight off the bench. Isolated here against Finley, looking for cutters. Radmanovic sets the pick. Gets it. 5 to shoot. Throws it off the back of Howard as he tried to squeeze it inside to flip Murray. There was nothing there.
Yeah, but that's Howard again. See, he's between his man and the ball, so his man couldn't make the catch. And see, it sort of goes unnoticed, but it's a big thing.
Murray on the shot clock. Evans gets fouled by Finley. And Reggie Evans will go to the free throw line as Dallas defensively naps with the shot clock at 3.
Evans coming up over the top. I think there's little doubt about the foul. Michael hammered him pretty good, but he didn't let him shoot the easy 2, I'll tell you that.
It's Finley's second. Good foul. Evans a 60% free thrower. The Sonic bench has been accounted for early as their reserves have outscored the Mavericks 16-7. Evans unable to connect on the first.
He's not comfortable with the line, Matt. He's there, but he's not a real good free throw shooter.
Last season shot 51%. A little better this year at 60.
And that's why it's important to know who your opponent is, both collectively and individually. So that when a guy's got an open shot like that down low, you hammer him. You make him go to the line. You know he's a 50 or 60% free throw shooter. You don't let him have that dunk or the easy 2.
After scoring 33 in the first, it's been an empty second quarter thus far from the Mavericks from the floor. Extra pass made by Nowitzki. Finley run off the three-point line by Radmanovic. Drops the long two. Finley now has 10. He leads Dallas in scoring. That's nothing unusual. He had 23 against Sacramento Sunday. His offense is in high gear right now. Allen a long three. Nothing but blue jerseys on the defensive glass that time as they shielded Evans from the loose ball.
That was a nice job defensively by the Mavericks on the board.
Finley feeds Nowitzki for three. Howard's right underneath again, and a loose ball foul ensues against Seattle. Josh wreaking havoc on the boards, has 5 already in 15 minutes of playing time.
He outworks people. Josh Howard just plain and simply outworks people. Finley with the shot.
There's a feeling in my heart that I can't explain. Is this love? The look in your eyes I just can't explain. Is this love? If I lose myself after pain, then tomorrow will you feel the same? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love?
Everything for sports and the outdoors. You'll find it all at the right price at Academy.
Academy Sports and Outdoors. The right stuff, the right price.
Whatever your sport, get to Academy Sports and Outdoors first for the lowest prices on sports equipment, athletic shoes, sports and casual wear for the whole family. Brands like Nike, Reebok, Levi's, Adidas, Shimano, Remington. Huge selections at low prices every day at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
The right stuff, the right price. Academy.
Just announced these limited time offers from your Texas Ford dealer. Get F-150 Heritage with $3,000 cash back or choose 0% financing for up to 60 months. And just announced the all-new, completely redesigned Ford F-150, the 2004 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Now with super low 0% financing or $1,000 cash back. 2 tough trucks, 2 great offers, but only for a limited time. See them both at your Texas Ford dealer today.
Matt Pinto, Bob Ortigal welcoming you back to Key Arena in Seattle, where the Sonics' 59% field goal shooting has them running stride for stride with the Mavericks thus far. A 3-point game early in the second. The Dallas Mavericks Basketball League is presented by Nike. Tonight's Taco Bell coach of the game is Steve Holt from the Irving Family YMCA. We thank Nike and Taco Bell for supporting youth basketball in North Texas. Well, Josh Howard, Bob, once again has made a huge difference in this game. You look at his last 4 for the Mavericks. He's averaging a block shot and a half and 7 rebounds an outing, as this is a guy that now becomes a reliable go-to defender for Don Nelson.
And he keeps moving him around. I mean, he'll let him defend a guard. He'll let him defend a small forward who's mobile, who's got a little bit of size. And the thing about Josh Howard that I really admire so far in his young NBA career is his temperament. He's got a great attitude, but he has a temperament on the floor whereby he doesn't get flustered. He plays right on through things.
And he was rewarded for the temperament and the skill set. He will be playing in the All-Star Weekend Rookie Sophomore Challenge. So clearly a nice honor for Josh Howard as the Mavericks are able to break the Sonics down again as Nash threads the needle to Jamison.
And they break them down with a pick and roll. One of the keys to the game for the Sonics was to be able to defend the pick and roll as well as the pick and pop.
Jamison has 7 off the bench for the Mavericks. Comes in averaging a shade under 16 a game. Allen denied penetration. Evans will attack. Errantly, but a blocking foul very late. Called by trail official Smith, and could have free throws here as Dirk Nowitzki gets tagged with a personal. 8:08 left to play in the second. Evans will, in fact, go to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 at the stripe tonight. Don Nelson protesting that call. It's a very late whistle, if nothing else. Evans has made 2 straight. I think Nelly's asking you about the law of verticality. You think?
However, nowhere in the NBA rulebook does the term verticality exist. They call it airspace. Nowhere in the book. It does in the collegiate book.
Evans missed the second, had the loose ball, but then fumbled it into the Seattle bench.
And I think the reason you said that, Matt, is exactly why it's not in the book. But they say that you put your hands up, you can create the space and stay away. But that's still a tough call. A lot of times when a guy thinks he does that, if you look at a replay, he does come down with his arms.
Both sides hitting at least 50% of their shots. Seattle packs it back in the zone. The Dallas lead is 4. Good. Walker back to Howard on the give and go. Josh on his own miss. Just can't get it to crawl over the iron and into the net. He's 0 of 4 from the field, but he's working tirelessly. He'll go back to the free throw line where he's 1 of 2 tonight.
He got a little bit confused, Howard did, when they backed off of him. He didn't know what to do, and he ended up doing the right thing, but it took a while to get there. Give it up and go to the basket, because they're double teaming on that postman down low, whether it's Jamison or we saw earlier on Finley.
2 points, 2 steals, and 6 rebounds for Howard thus far tonight, as Antoine Walker is back on the floor for the Mavericks. Howard will become the first Demon Deacon at Wake Forest to have his number retired since Tim Duncan. That happened during the course of this college basketball season.
And the guy goes at number 29 in the draft. Explain that to me.
I had a couple of personnel directors in the league tell me, Bob, that they really liked him in the draft, but just for whatever reason did not pull the trigger. A lot earlier than 29. Another late whistle as Ray Allen is fouled, maneuvering into the paint. Antoine Walker guilty of his first. The Mavericks now have 3 team fouls with 7:33 left till halftime. Ray Allen doesn't miss from the stripe, shooting 86.5%. In fact, he is 9th all-time, Bob, in free throw accuracy at 88.2, now in his 8th season out of Connecticut. Brent Barry back in as starters begin to filter it back onto the floor for Nate McMillan's Seattle Sonics. This is litmus test week for the Sonics. After this one, they're at the Lakers tomorrow night. Then they get Sacramento at home on Saturday. So they'll get a good understanding of exactly where they stand in the Western Conference as a result of the competition this week. 42-37 Dallas, nearing the midway point of the second. Allen plucks that errant pass by Walker for the easy one.
Bad decision by Antoine Walker that time.
7 Dallas turnovers keeping the Sonics close. Fitzgerald all the way to the iron. A finesse with force. But Dirk looking to bring down the house with that move.
I mean, in traffic with his left hand. That's a heck of a play.
The ankles are all right. Rashard Lewis's shooting stroke is certainly just fine. His 3rd 3 tonight. That actually was a 2 as he had his left little toe on the line. He has 8 points.
Yeah, you're not going to shut him out. You got to hold him down a little bit.
Nash may have been hit on the arm on that hoist. Left it short. Daniels gives it up to Radmanovic. Run off the 3-point line. There's the pass made to Barry. Wide open.
That's really good there. That's good basketball.
42-41 Dallas. Nash and Jamison slithering to the rim. Got undercut by Radmanovic. And Antoine Jamison is really giving the Seattle Sonic defense fits.
Quite a boost for Don Nelson to come off of that bench with a guy that is so capable at the offensive end of the floor. Jamison with good hands and typical catches. He gets the shot away quickly. And one of the reasons I think that Nelly's been able to keep Jamison on the bench, I have felt, as you and I have talked about Matt from time to time, this isn't Matt's opinion, it's mine, that Jamison would be a starter. But the reason is Josh Howard. Because of Josh Howard's development now, you can start that defensive stopper and you still have Jamison. And I hope that Antoine Jamison realizes he is a starter. He's as valuable as any starter they have.
Bob, he seems to have settled into this role very nicely. 9 points tonight and 8 minutes of playing time for Antoine Jamison. Mavericks in front now by 5 at 46-41.
And he comes in, what's he shoot? 52% from the field.
5th best in the league. Daniels to Lewis. He's a hot shooter. He stays hot. 11 for Lewis. He leads the Sonics in scoring, and that is his 3rd 3 tonight.
Even when you close on Lewis, because he's 6'10", he gets a good look.
Allen fouls Nash on penetration. Steve has free throws coming back.
If you like this play. Wow, with a left hand.
Flying to Houston for business? any of Southwest Airlines' 35 daily nonstops to Houston, receive a bonus credit for every round trip purchased on Southwest.com. That's 3 total credits for each round trip.
You are now free to move about the country.
I promise we won't nickel and dime you.
I promise to always give you choices.
At Guarantee Bank, we believe you can't put a price on great service. That's why we offer free checking that includes free ATMs, even free online banking, with free online bill pay, so paying bills is quick and easy. Free checking. Just one more reason we promise.
I'm your guarantee.
I'm your guarantee. I am your guarantee.
Sign up for free checking at Guarantee Bank today.
High scoring, tightly contested as anticipated. The Mavericks lead the Sonics by 2 with 5:54 left in the second. Mavericks president of basketball operations, Donnie Nelson, was asked about Mamadou Ndiaye's exit. Does that mean another big man may soon be in the fold for the Mavericks?
Well, the names have been strewn out all over the press, and again, we're in no particular rush to do anything. Again, you're talking about an insurance policy, and as Fortson is able to provide us solid minutes there, and Sean's looking like he's going to be able to provide significant minutes. I think we can kind of pick and choose our spots to determine when we're going to even address that situation.
It has been speculated that Donnie and the Mavericks are looking to maybe move a trade exception of nearly $1.4 million, Bob, to maybe provide some help along that baseline. Scott Williams' name with the Phoenix Suns among those being mentioned.
How does that work, Matt, that exemption?
I believe the Mavericks would need to include at least a draft pick with the exemption in order to make that happen, and the player they're bringing in must have a salary of $1.4 million or less.
Okay.
We'll see what unfolds there. Front end of a back-to-back for Dallas on the road as they get Utah tomorrow night. Lewis from the other corner continues to sizzle. The Mavericks are just allowing him too much daylight, Bob. He has 14 points. And the Sonics trail by only a digit.
And once again, he gets a lot of that daylight because he's 6'10". Just like the guy with the ball gets daylight because he's 7 feet.
He left Reggie Evans in his wake there for his 11th and 12 points.
You know, it's easier to look over into the neighbor's yard when you're 7 feet and Bush is 6, as compared with being 6 foot and it's a 6-foot shrub.
Excellent analogy.
Right.
Well, it depends what you're looking at, I guess.
Why in the world did I say that? Where did that come from?
I have no idea. Brent Barry able to break the Maverick defense down off the dribble. Seattle Sonics are shooting 63.5% from the field. The Mavericks unable to shake them as a result of that. Both sides have nearly hit 50 already. Tough pass by Walker. No chance of completing that to Howard, and it's Dallas' 8th turnover. 6 turnovers against Sacramento Sunday. Not doing what Don Nelson's looking for from him thus far tonight. Shot clock inside of 10. The Sonics surge in front and trail by as many as 9. Allen with 3 to shoot. Goes to work on Nash. Puts the Sonics in front at 51-50.
It's not real bad defensively by Steve Nash that time. Position and hand up.
Jamison forges his way into a double team where he's stripped by Barry. The 9th turnover. Brett misses the reverse. Evans loses the rebound to Walker. He's got Jamison flying with him. Antoine all the way to the iron, blows the dunk, but a blocking foul called on Ray Allen, who is in the restricted area.
You know that tennis match you were talking about? We're seeing it right now.
Busted out before our eyes, hasn't it?
Walker with the ball. Comes from the left side to the bucket. He's going for the dunk. And you see Allen well into the restricted area. The crowd is booing, but they don't understand that he can't be in there. You cannot draw a charge in the restricted area unless the drive begins in the lower defensive box, and it did not. It started way out from the lower defensive box.
Walker, the Mavericks answer to Reggie Evans at the free throw line. Knocks down the first to tie it at 51. Dallas now 13 of 15 from the stripe tonight. Seattle 3 of 6. Allen has picked up his second 8 minutes into the second quarter. 52% of his foul shots. Tie game at 51. Sonics led by 8 early. The Mavericks built a 9-point lead. But it's even up with 3:45 remaining till halftime.
Stay on, Rashard Lewis.
Evans off the spin, slithers inside, unable to finish. And Dirk Nowitzki looks to accelerate the tempo heading the other way. Spinning away from Evans. The Sonics retreat effectively in transition. Walker and Nowitzki look to establish the two-man game. Antoine into the teeth of traffic is able to finish up and over Reggie Evans. Nicely done by Twan for his 8th and 9 points.
Good drive. I think the Sonics were expecting that pass to come back to Nowitzki. Walker kept the dribble alive and took it all the way to the glass.
Daniels has a step. Challenged by both Nowitzki and Jamison. He's fouled. But Antonio Daniels has been able to maneuver off the dribble rather easily into the lane against Dallas's defense tonight. He has 4 points in 10 minutes. And he heads to the free throw line here.
Tell you what, Allen just came over and said something to Daniels, and Daniels did not like it. And he looked back at his teammate and just shook his head. I think it might have been telling Daniels that he's forcing the ball a little bit on the drive. Give it up, and Daniels looked at him and said, "I'm not giving it up. I'm at the line shooting 2 free throws. What's wrong with that?"
Tied again at 53. Nate McMillan trying to massage this team back into the playoffs. It's missed the postseason in 2 of the last 3 years. And coming into the night was 2.5 back of Denver for the final postseason spot late in January this season. Finley back into the game for the Mavericks against the Sonic zone. Walker comes up top and finds Jamison. 1 on the shot clock. Antoine unable to connect. And Daniels has the loose ball.
Mavericks missed a mismatch that time. Ray Allen was guarding Dirk Nowitzki.
Lewis lets it fly again. That's his 4th three-pointer of the first half. 17 for Rashard Lewis. He's the only Sonic in double figures.
You almost have, in order to defend him, you got to defend him before he gets the ball, not after.
Dirk has the answer as he hoists and hits.
See where he was? Holy cow.
15 for Nowitzki on 6 of 7 shooting. Daniels blast back. Barry now will try the middle. Daniels working 2-man play. Walker sends Nash. 2:05 left.
The heck of an outlet pass by Walker.
Finley high, missed the dunk. Dallas' second miss, indeed. Finley to Nash, a little short. Inside the 2-minute mark. A frenzied pace here in the second.
Not unlike the Sacramento game. This one will keep your attention. It is entertaining. It's what the NBA should be all about.
Allen 1-on-1 on Jamison for the moment. That's why they need some help here. Lewis fed by Allen. Unable to connect, and it's deflected out by Reggie Evans. 1:29 left in the second. Dallas gets it back. 7 ties, 6 lead changes in this one. And end-to-end it goes and flows. Even at 56. Timeout calls. We'll catch our breaths along with you.
Texas is my home. It's deep within my heart. My family and friends, we're never far apart. Lord brings us together. It's been that way forever. Day or night, rain or shine in any weather. Look again and you'll get the message. Ford is the best in Texas.
Here in their natural habitat, a young male demonstrates his suitability as a provider by offering the female a substantial prize. Ah, he's impressed her.
Wrap your paws around Taco Bell's new 99-cent cheesy bean and rice burrito. It's a full half-pound and loaded with 3 cheeses, fiesta sauce, and a cheesy, zesty kick. Now 99 cents is tasty and filling. When you think outside the bun.
Question: who is Brick.com? Who has the good housekeeping seal of approval? Who doesn't sell concrete or Mexican brick? Who's your favorite announcer?
If you don't see the Acme name, you're not getting Acme quality.
start tonight in Seattle, where the Sonics and the Mavericks have battled to a 56-all draw with 1:29 left until halftime. UPN 21 knows how to deliver the laughs. A full hour of King of Queens, followed by a full hour of That 70s Show. UPN 21's Funny Ones, weeknights beginning at 5. The front end of a back-to-back sequence for the Mavericks. They'll take on Utah tomorrow night, but the order of business tonight is to somehow find a way to cool one Rashard Lewis. He had a 50-point explosion against the Clippers on Halloween night over in Japan, and in this one he's 5 of 7 on threes, has 17 for the Sonics, 56 points.
But one way to cool him off is let him sit down. His coach is taking him out.
Turnovers in the second quarter. The Mavericks have 6, the Sonics none. That's allowed Seattle to outscore Dallas by 7 and tie the game. Nash leaves for Nowitzki. Elbow massage by Radmanovic. Dirk across the lane, fading away, a rare miss. Evans clears and sends Daniels. Murray attacks the rim, I thought. Instead, he's Berry for the long two that has Seattle in front, 58-56.
See how quickly they'll shoot the three. They'll pass it ahead. And if you're building your defense from the basket out against Seattle, you're going to find yourself in trouble.
Fortunately for the Mavericks, that was a long two rather than a three, but Seattle has hit 5 threes in 12 tries tonight. Walker spinning. A wild jump hook attempt. The ball squirts free of Jamison, and the Sonics come back looking to go 2 for 1 in possessions as the second quarter winds down. Daniels has done a nice job of running this offense. Here in the second quarter, Seattle has hit for 32 points. Radmanovic unable to make it 35. Nash and Evans get entangled, and a loose ball foul called on Steve, his second. Penalty situation, Reggie Evans goes back to the foul line. Travis Best will check in with 25.9 left in the second quarter for Nash. Steve has struggled offensively in the game, hitting only 2 of 7 shots. He'll sit down for the final 6 before heading to the locker room.
Mavericks are going to take care of the ball on this last possession, although there is enough time on the clock that Seattle will get it back. If the Mavericks use a full 24, but they should take enough time so that that shot clock almost expires, probably holding it until 6 seconds remain on the shot clock and then going to score.
Well, uncharacteristically, Dallas turning it over just 9.6 times a game over the last 9, has 9 turnovers here in the first half. They've been able to get to the free throw line with frequency. That's the reason they're close. No free throws missed by Evans, so Dallas can tie with a 2 or go in front with a 3 in what will likely be the final possession of the first half for the Mavericks.
And we don't see this very often with Nowitzki with the ball out front. Usually he's the guy coming off.
Drives right by Daniels. Oh! Dirk raises the roof by rocking the rack.
Baby! Hang on to your hat.
Daniels left alone for a 3. Hits it at the buzzer. The Mavericks never came out to contest him.
Nope. You got to stop the ball or turn it to the outside. Great play by Nowitzki. An even better one by Daniels. Nowitzki on a dribble drive with the finish, puts the Mavericks up there, and then right behind it with no pressure, Daniels buries the 3.
It took 49 seconds to buy the newest cross trainers, 56 seconds to buy a case of protein bars, and 32 seconds to join the city's best gym. Time saved versus dial-up, 7 minutes, 36 seconds. What could you do with 7 minutes and 36 seconds?
SBC Yahoo DSL for as low as $26.95 with free movie and music downloads. Hurry, call, or sign up online.
One more way we bring it all home.
What do you get with Mavs season tickets?
My family gets to have a great time at the Mavericks game.
gives us Mavs spirit. Call 214-747-MAVS or get details at DallasMavericks.com.
This is Dave.
Dave. Bob Haybeck.
Hi, Bob.
Dave, without the guiding hand of our big iron, you're a ship without a sail.
Well, not really. We just put in a Linux cluster of Dell servers with Intel Xeon processors.
Oh. Well, that's one way to go.
It's highly scalable, flexible, available.
Listen, Dave. Let's do lunch.
I'll get back to you.
Get more out of your data center with Dell Business Solutions. Call or go online today.
Like my dad's dad, and my brother, we make tortillas. Lots of tortillas.
There's two sides to a tortilla.
For 3 generations, our customers have depended on us. And that's how long we've depended on TXU Energy. If I ever have questions with my service or bill, I just make one call and they take care of it.
They know their stuff.
That's why we chose them. TXU Energy lets us focus on what's really important.
Tortillas!
TXU Energy, the choice millions of Texans count on.
Widescreen high-definition TVs with digital auto convergence and HD component video inputs, plus high-speed velocity scan modulation. Don't touch.
Hey guys, check out the game in high def.
Now pay no interest for 2 years or get 10% off all TVs $299 and up. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours. Best Buy.
Insurance claims, diagnostic and procedural terminology, medical insurance plans. Sounds pretty important, doesn't it? It's time to make this your important work. With training as a medical office assistant from PCI Health Training Center, you can put yourself in the fast-paced and fast-growing healthcare field. There are many facets of healthcare. It's not just about the ER. Learn to help people by preparing claims and managing medical insurance plans and programs. For more information on this exciting and rewarding career opportunity, call PCI Health Training Center today at 214-630-0568.
Small business owners don't like limits. Limits don't encourage, motivate, or inspire. So we're removing them. Introducing SBC Unlimited Long Distance for Business. Unlimited nationwide long distance for a flat $20. Seeing small business differently. SBC.
Mavericks basketball is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. By Nextel, coast-to-coast walkie-talkie. Nextel, done. And by Guarantee Bank, home of real-life checking options to meet your real-life needs.
There's the world-famous Space Needle, the beautiful city of Seattle, serving as the backdrop to the Mavericks and Sonics end-to-end high-octane affair thus far. The Nextel halftime report shows the Sonics in front 61-58. We welcome you to the Nextel halftime report. Call 800-TALK-CELL to find the Nextel store nearest you. 6 Seattle three-pointers, the difference through 2 quarters of this one. The Dallas Morning News NBA scoreboard elsewhere on this Tuesday night. Lawrence Frank, who steps in for the exiting Byron Scott, a winner in his coaching debut as the New Jersey Nets bury Philly 94-76. And San Antonio shuts down the New York Knicks offense 77-67. Tim Duncan had 30 points and 19 rebounds in that one. Sean Marion exploded for 22 as Phoenix wins on the road at Atlanta 89-85. In the second quarter, Chicago and the LA Clippers doing battle, and it's the Clips behind 11 points from Elton Brand on top, 33-23. Western Conference standings, and these are up to date, given the Spurs' victory. That's the reason San Antonio has leapfrogged the Mavericks for the moment for that number 3 spot. Minnesota setting the pace right now, not just in the Midwest Division, but in the entire conference at 31-12. A half game in front of Sacramento. Then it's San Antonio third, Dallas fourth, pending the outcome of their matchup with Seattle tonight. If the Mavericks win, they would move percentage points in front of San Antonio for third. The Lakers are fifth, only a half game back of Dallas. Then it's Houston, Memphis, and Denver rounding out the top 8 in the Western Conference. Halftime highlights galore upcoming. It has been a remarkable first 2 quarters of basketball. 61-58 Sonics on top.
Just announced these limited time offers from your Texas Ford dealer. Get F-150 Heritage with $3,000 cash back or choose 0% financing for up to 60 months. And just announced the all-new, completely redesigned Ford F-150, the 2004 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Now with super low 0% financing or $1,000 cash back. 2 tough trucks, 2 great offers, but only for a limited time. See them both at your Texas Ford dealer today.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. What are yours?
2 words. Larry Bird.
Elmo loves this game because of the cool shoes, baby.
Because of the trash talk.
I love this game because you can count by 2.
I love this game because the players fly through the air. Up, and away!
Ta-da!
We love this game.
What do you do when he wants meat lovers, she wants a Supreme, and you want your favorite? Well, Pizza Hut's got the answer. The incredible new 4-for-All. 4 individual pizzas filling 1 box from corner to corner for just $11.99. All on a not too thick, not too thin crust. The one and only 4-for-All. Just $11.99 only at Pizza Hut. The only way to make everyone happy is to gather around the good stuff.
I promise we won't nickel and dime you.
I promise to always give you choices.
At Guarantee Bank, we believe you can't put a price on great service. That's why we offer free checking that includes free ATMs, even free online banking, with free online bill pay, so paying bills is quick and easy. Free checking. Just one more reason we promise.
I'm your guarantee.
I'm your guarantee. I am your guarantee.
Sign up for free checking at Guarantee Bank today.
We could put my doll collection right where the TV is. We need to get a duvet cover. Let's paint this room taupe. Put some nesting tables right here. Dried flowers just put everywhere. What's that? Are these important to you? Ew, sticky. Honey, I told the super he could have your recliner. Hi, you've reached Jen and Steve's place. Leave a message.
It's amazing the sacrifices you'll make for love. Thankfully, when it comes to the taste of Diet Dr. Pepper, you sacrifice nothing.
This is so exciting.
Diet Dr. Pepper. Tastes more like regular Dr. Pepper.
Mavericks basketball is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. By Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box now accepts MasterCard and Visa at most restaurants. And by Guarantee Bank, home of real-life checking options to meet your real-life needs.
A veritable buffet of offense has Seattle on top of the Mavericks. 61-58 at intermission. The Nextel halftime report continuing from Key Arena in Seattle. Matt Pinto, Bob Ortigal welcoming you back. Well, this is a team unlike any Dallas has seen this season. I mean, this group of sharpshooters, Bob, 59.5% from the field for the Sonics. Should the Mavericks consider themselves fortunate, allowing nearly 60% field goal shooting, but they're only down by 3 right now?
Absolutely. Anytime your opponent shoots that well, I think you got to feel fortunate to be close to them. But, you know, obviously both coaches at halftime were trying to talk about what they can do defensively. Both of these teams are going to score the ball. There's no question about that. Sometimes there's nothing you can do in the case of Rashard Lewis because he's 6'10". When you close on Rashard Lewis at 6'10" with a 6'5" or a 6'6" or a 6'7" player, it doesn't matter. He still gets a pretty good look. So what you have to do is not let him have the ball.
Well, and on the flip side, the Sonics are saying if you close on a guy that's 7 feet like Dirk Nowitzki, he can shoot over the top of you too. It's been a little mano-a-mano. These two guys have put on shooting clinics through a half of basketball.
Yeah, they both have 17 points, and it's been extremely entertaining. And sometimes games like this, you know, people say, well, there's no defense at all. There's Rashard Lewis. He was 5. There he is again out of that right corner. He loves that right corner. Lewis that time up top on the left side. He had 17 points, 5 out of 7 on threes. Dirk Nowitzki, he had 17 points, 3 out of 4 on threes. And a couple times, Dirk was able to get to the rack and dunk the basketball, pulling up there on a jump shot. He's waiting, blows by Daniels. Look at this.
That's just outstanding. Right down into the teeth of the defense. Nobody bothered to move over. No one bothered to take the charge. Who's going to D it up first is going to determine who's going to win the ball game.
New plant location?
San Diego.
San Diego.
The ocean.
The sun.
The people.
A problem.
Problem?
Prices.
Big problem. Solution?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Good paper.
Best paper.
Pittsburgh paper. Perfect. Pursue the potential Pittsburgh property pronto. Let's eat.
Nextel walkie-talkies get it done.
Cliff? Yeah. I have a letter from the CEO at Sanders. Let me read some of it. 1,200 separate shipments, national rollout, everything arrived on time. I was asking for a miracle, and you delivered. Thank you.
Shipping you can count on. Small miracles included.
Everyone, my office. You too, Sam.
UPS, what can Brown do for you?
Behind every story, there's a bigger story that only the Dallas Morning News can tell. More of what? More of why? More of who? And while some are content to give you the big picture, we think you should have the whole picture. Know the full story. The Dallas Morning News.
This is the beginning.
MadGear.com, a full-throttle online shopping experience.
It took 56 seconds to send flowers to Mom, 48 seconds to check the movie listings, and 32 seconds to download Dad's vacation pictures. Time saved versus dial-up, 9 minutes, 18 seconds. What could you do with 9 minutes and 18 seconds?
SBC Yahoo DSL for as low as $26.95 with free movie and music downloads. Hurry, call, or sign up online.
One more way we bring it all home.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
And Antonio Daniels' three-pointer that beat the first half buzzer has the Sonics on top of the Mavericks, 61-58. We're about set to get into the third quarter. And three-point shooting is the calling card of this Seattle squad. We've talked about it ad nauseum in that first half, but they're shooting 60%, including 6 of 14 on threes. The Mavericks not shooting badly at 48%, including 4 of 10 from beyond the arc. They've gotten the line 7 more times than has Seattle and made 9 more free throw attempts. Out-rebounding Seattle as well, 24-14, but turnovers are a story, as Dallas has given it up 9 times to only 4 for the Sonics. Second chance points heavily to the Mavericks at 15-4, but Bob, it's unusual to see turnovers so heavily tilted in the opposite direction. Generally, you can count on the Mavericks taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, that number is usually reversed. It's usually Dallas with 4 turnovers and the opponent with 9, but not tonight. And Daniels starts the second half in place of Barry, and Daniels played very well in the first half.
Brent Barry having his right hand x-rayed. We're told that he may have suffered a fracture on his right ring finger. Allen pumps through a 3, and the Mavericks need to be careful here. They've fallen behind by 4. Or rather 6 directly out of the halftime timeout. Nowitzki right back between the eyes. Boy, is that stroke smooth tonight. He's 8 of 10 from the floor, including 5 three-pointers. 20 points for Dirk when he is hit for 2 or more this season. Dallas is 13-3. Daniels a beautiful reception inside for the reverse. The top and go, Calvin Booth, Ray Allen, Antonio Daniels, and Rashard Lewis for the Sonics against Josh Howard, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Antoine Walker, and Michael Finley for the Mavs. 66-61 Seattle. Nowitzki forced to give it up. Howard slithered around 2 defenders, is able to squeeze it to Walker for the bucket.
That's a really nice play by Josh Howard, finding the open man underneath.
Top and go freeze, fouled Josh Howard. He'll head to the free throw line. Topico making only his second start of the season. Played 10 productive minutes in the first half, scoring 6 points, pulling down 2 boards. Howard milking his first person. Topico, a 55.5% free thrower, will toe the line for 2 here.
That defense starts on the ball. Sonics shooting it well and finding the open man. Do a better job defending the basketball on the ball defense, and it will help the off the ball.
Call Herman & Herman, the injured workers law firm, to maximize your workers' compensation benefits and slam dunk your claim. 214-368-PAIN. That's 214-368-7246. Topico good on 1 of 2. Mavericks playing from behind early in the third. They led by as many as 9. Late in the first. Nowitzki free for another 3. Cha-ching, another Maverick money ball. Dirk is ablaze with 23 points.
Tell you what, there's a lot of people that aren't back in halftime yet. They've just missed seeing Nowitzki hit 2 threes and Ray Allen hit a 3.
Lewis inside the arc. A rare miss. Topico kept it alive to Daniels. Allen wide open. Drops another trifecta. The Sonics have now made 8 in 16 tries. That's 50%.
It's like a game of horse.
As you said, Bob, who will assert their defensive will first, if at all? Both sides have knocked down half of their hoists. Nash pulls up on Lewis. Booth able to clear with one hand. Daniels trails. He wants 3.
In transition, they will do that.
They're now a point away from matching their largest lead at 73-66. And shooting 62% on the night. Nash shakes Daniels. Makes his third in 9 tries tonight. Steve's had a tough time finding the mark. He has 10 points. He came in shooting 54% over his previous 8 from the floor. Dallas down by 5, trying mightily to find a defensive answer. Allen turns the corner, scores it easily. Ray Allen has come out, a committed scorer with 15 on the night now. He had 7 the first half.
Michael had room on the perimeter shot. He had that room initially.
Topico continued to dare him to let it fly, and Finley finally obliged. 75-70. Back and forth we go. Allen another 3-pointer. At 41 against the Clippers Saturday. He's got 18 tonight, and the Sonics have hit 10 of 18 from 3-point range.
Are you believing this? And everybody knew it. The Mavericks knew it. We knew it. We talked about it. And it's still happening right in front of our eyes.
Nash followed by 2 defenders. Howard basket cuts. He just can't buy one tonight. He's scoreless from the field, but he stays after it. Circles through the lane and finally is able to bust that lid that was on the iron. It was 1 of 6. After that, Lewis off the spin. The Sonics yet to miss. It's radar low both sides. By 6 of 6. Daniels fading on Walker. Tough shot. He gets the roll. Sonics can't miss.
No, he's playing lights out. Daniels is playing lights out. Came off the bench in the first half.
He's 6 of 7 tonight for 16 points. John Nelson has seen enough. Timeout Mavericks. The Sonics had 61 at halftime. They have 19 points the first 4 minutes and 7 seconds of the third quarter.
80 points right now for Seattle with 7:53 left. The Sixers had 76 tonight and lost.
Introducing Subway's new Atkins-friendly wraps with under 11 net carbs, like the Chicken Bacon Ranch Wrap and the Turkey and Bacon Melt Wrap. No, they won't forgive you for downloading your thesis, but their carb-controlled goodness will help atone for your recent pasta faux pas. The new Atkins-friendly wraps from Subway. Good, so you don't always have to be.
Having a party or having friends over for the big game? Why not order one of Subway's delicious fresh-made giant subs? Or a Subway sandwich platter. Freshen up your party with Subway.
The guys I dated left little to be desired. Then I became a bronzed goddess at Planet Tan. I started meeting guys that had all their teeth and knew how to operate a bar of soap. And when I met Mark, I knew he was Mr. Right. It's too bad I dumped him for Harvey. Oh, Harvey's a millionaire.
Planet Tan, feed your ego. Right now, get unlimited mist on tanning. See store for details.
It's raining massive quantities of three-pointers in Seattle here in the second half. 80-72, the sharp shooting Sonics extending to their largest lead with 7:53 left in the third. Bob, the marksmanship here is absolutely remarkable.
Well, Dallas is 6 out of 8 from the field. Seattle's 7 out of 8. But Seattle's a perfect 4 out of 4 on threes. The Mavericks are perfect 2 out of 2. You just have seen the 2 by Dirk. Seattle attempts 4, makes 4. There's Daniels, another 3, and finally the last one by Allen. 6 out of 6 between the two teams on three-pointers. Look at that shot. Oh, my
Finley
goodness.
beats the buzzer, fading away from 23 feet out.
What is up? Man.
80-74. Two teams have combined for 35 points less than 5 minutes into the third quarter.
Somebody go outside and check the alignment of the stars, please.
Allen pulls up on Nash. A rare miss for Ray Allen, and the crowd groans. The Sonics missed a shot. Allen had made his previous 6. Walker looking to attack the top and go off the dribble. Does so nicely using left-hand finish. Antoine Walker, the 4th Maverick in double figures with 13. Olay!
That's not an easy shot to make, not using the glass.
80-76, Allen has the hot hand. Nash called for the hand check, his 3rd personal. Dallas guilty of 2 team fouls with 6:43 left in the third.
I'll tell you what, one more move by Smith and his not agreeing with that call, he would have had a technical foul because Joey Crawford was ready to hit him with one.
Beating his whistle had already got wet. Problem with the clock. It's the reason for the momentary stoppage.
Okay. Problem with the clock. This game doesn't need a clock.
No, it doesn't. 24-second shot clock is obsolete tonight.
Calvin Booth was wide open on a cut to the basket. They did not see him.
Lewis pestered by Finley. Sonics clear aside for Richard. Fading in the lane. Richard Lewis, the leading point man for Seattle with 19. He led the Sonics in scoring in both of their wins against Dallas last season in this building.
The good news, it was a 2.
Yeah, I guess. Goodness for small favors, huh? 6:15 left in the third. Skips it to Finn. The extra pass made to Best. Now Finley lets it fly. Rare to see either team miss. Dallas shooting 53% with the Sonics, an unconscious 63.5 from the field. Lewis caught in midair, gets it back now from Booth. That 3 is off. Finley got a hand in his face, but the Sonics reel in the offensive board. They've been dominated on the glass in this game, but right now they got the Mavs under their thumb a bit inside the midway point of the third.
Oh, he traveled. Daniels traveled out front. Moved both feet.
Allen looking to shake Nash. No daylight. Misses the layup as Nowitzki was beating a path behind him. Nash on the fly. Crosses over. Leaves it for Nowitzki. Dirk with another rainbow 3. 26. For the blonde bomber.
I don't know what to say. I mean, you just sit back and enjoy this one.
Nowitzki now 6 of 7 from 3-point range.
Oh, my God.
Allen denied penetration. Leaves it for the top of it. It's Allen. Chested up on by Walker. Tough shot. Well short. The Mavericks could tie with a 3 this trip.
Now you're talking threes. They got you talking threes.
Nash called for an offensive foul. He was out of control, and that is his 4th. That's a big call with 5 minutes still left in the third quarter.
Very unusual that Don Nelson would have both Nash and Best in the game. Nash with the ball right here. He just kind of lost his balance. I believe that's the proper call.
Jamison will check in, and Nash will take a seat. Steve exits with 10 points and 6 assists.
I think it's key right now that Travis Best really man that point guard position and handle it well, because Nash with 4 fouls is not coming back until probably well into that 4th period.
Mavericks won at Portland without Nash. Best played a remarkable game that night with 7 assists and no turnovers. Daniels pops for Nowitzki, closes. Antonio looks to clear some space. Leaves it short. Maverick defense has been a bit better the last couple of trips. His best is fouled in the backcourt by Reggie Evans.
That's not a very good decision. Evans in the backcourt that far away from your opponent's goal. I mean, where they want to go to score and you foul them 65 feet from the basket.
It's his second first-team foul against the Sonics. Walker from the high post. Scans the scene. He has 7 assists. Looking for cutters. Feeds Finley. Michael with 5 to shoot. Tough shot under duress. He missed it. Ball is batted out, I think, by Daniels. I think the Mavericks get it back here. Dirk Nowitzki, a nice job of providing the pressure on Daniels, forcing him to slam it out of bounds.
And just the fact that Nowitzki made the effort enabled the Mavericks to get the ball back, because Seattle knocked it out of bounds. Had he not made that effort, they would have secured that rebound.
Mavs have outboarded the Sonics 30-18 tonight. Dirk catches and shoots. That's a long 2 right between the eyes. 28 for Dirk on 11 of 13 from the field.
You know, we remarked at the walkthrough this morning how loose he was and how well he was shooting the ball.
Allen inside, double pumps, misses the layup, and the Mavericks, after the Nowitzki clear of the rebound, can take the lead here. Trailing by as many as 8 moments ago. Nowitzki trailing. Walker didn't even see him. Instead goes to Finley inside. Jamison called for a loose ball foul after securing the miss. 3rd team foul against Dallas. It's the 2nd on Jamison. 3:42 left in the 3rd. Allen will exit. Flip Murray enters. Yet another scorer off the Seattle bench. I like this team's chances, Bob, of catching Denver if they can stay healthy in that 8th and final playoff spot in the West.
I think I agree with you. And speaking of Murray, who's in the ballgame, he played 62 minutes last year. That's all.
Ivanovic away from Nowitzki. Dirk recovers and spanks it.
Defensive
back,
play.
3-on-3.
We just saw a defensive play.
Walker wants the lead. Not on that shot. Jamison, the board. Stripped inside, got it back. Draws the foul. Antoine can give Dallas the edge at the line. Mavericks a bit more spirited defensively here over the last couple of minutes, punctuated by this Nowitzki rejection.
He is beaten, but Nowitzki recovers to get the block. Beaten on the baseline, recovers to get the block. Bradley coming into the game. This will be interesting to see how this impacts the ball game.
Jamison ties it at 82. Bradley getting his first look tonight. He's played well the last 2 games in 25 minutes on average, averaging 9.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. We'll see if he can alter Seattle's path to the goal defensively. 3:20 left and a wild one in the 3rd.
Nobody does it like Southwest Airlines. We always have low fares, even at the last minute.
You are now free to move about the country.
Solo Mexico, her voice soars above a sweet Spanish guitar. And I bit like Dr. Pepper, originally they made her a star. The taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, salutes individuality, and gives life a personality. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing's better, Dr. Pepper.
Mike, Sue?
Yes.
Love and honor? Yep. Sickness, health?
Uh-huh.
Objections? Rings? Do you? I do. Do you?
I do.
Kiss? Husband and wife. Next.
Nextel walkie-talkies get it done.
Howard
Dallas Maverick gift cards are powered by Payment Tech, the fastest and easiest way for you to score Mavericks merchandise. Available in the Dallas Mavericks fan shop in the American Airlines Center. 82 apiece, Mr. Ortigal. Have you ever seen anything like this offensive display? 3:20 left in the third.
It's really interesting. And Don Nelson said, I mean, very, very clearly, we have not played a team like this. Now, Sacramento will get up and down. However, Sacramento will go through their center, Divac, and of course, Chris Webber when he comes back. The Sonics aren't going to go through anybody. They're going to push the ball up. They're going to look for the first good look they get, and they're going to put it up. And they don't hesitate. You better be there. You just have to be tight.
The Maverick defense has been there of late.
Yes.
Sonics have held 2 points the last 5 minutes of the game. Daniels denied penetration, 4 to shoot. Has a little daylight here, goes with the left hand. Evans grabs the rebound. Bradley contests the shot, draws the foul with 2:56 left in the third. So Reggie Evans has beaten a path to the foul line, but it hasn't been a very successful one. He's 2 of 6 tonight from the stripe.
See, Bradley had to go help on Daniels. That's why he wasn't there to rebound the ball. Daniels is going to monopolize the ball. He's going to really take people out of the game because he wants to dribble and handle it.
That ball barely got to the rim off the right hand of Evans. Seattle hurting itself at the line tonight. Now 6 of 14.
See, he's got the ball. See, Bradley's got to come over to help out. Nowitzki had to come over to help out. That means that Evans has a clear shot at the board.
It's a good foul by Bradley, not allowing a layup, as Evans makes only 1 of 2 at the stripe. Tie game at 83. Either side's led by any more than 9. His best leads Jamison. Nowitzki trails. He's open. Look out. Dirk drops another trifecta. Oh, what a shooting display. Larry Bird would be envious of this. He's 7 of 8 on threes tonight, has 31.
They might want to know where he is and not worry about it. Whoever is guarding him needs to just run to him and stay with him.
Recall his NBA debut, Bob, came in this building. He was atrocious. A long, long time ago. Romanovich stripped by Best, but Travis got his hand caught in the cookie jar, and the Mavericks are in the penalty now with 5 team fouls, so that'll result in free throws for Romanovich. Dirk Nowitzki has flat out lit up the night in the Emerald City with 14 in the frame, 31 in the game.
There it is. You get a good look at it. He trails in on the break. Mavericks get the ball back to him, and he buries it. And I can promise you right now, I can promise you, he will not get those looks tomorrow night in Salt Lake City. Utah will not allow him to get open looks like that.
12 of 14 from the field. Romanovich good on both free throws. 1 point game. Rookie Luke Ridenour has checked in for the first time. He hounds Best. Luke in his first campaign from the University of Oregon.
And he will shoot trees, by the way.
Oh, yes. Finley off the curl cut. Murray grabbing every piece of his jersey for the foul. 13 foul against the Sonics, and the second on Flip Murray. This one has cooled a bit over the last couple of minutes after that absolute frenetic pace to start the third. It was like Wimbledon without grass. A lot of serve and volleying going on. Best turns the corner, ridden by Ridenour, and Luke draws the foul. That's the 4th against the Sonics as a team, and the next one will be free throws for the Mavericks. Check out what has happened elsewhere in the NBA. Final scores: New Jersey won with 94, Phoenix won with 89, Seattle lost, Atlanta lost with 85, and in this game, 86 and 85. We still have a minute plus left in the third as Best misses wildly. Bradley back taps to Nowitzki. Another 3-ball. Dirk strikes again.
I'll tell you what, Dirk Nowitzki's got people going outside and paying to get back in.
He's got a season high through 3 quarters of 34.
Oh, my.
Lewis sheds Finley. He's able to hit inside. Richard with 21. The Sonics hanging right in despite the fireworks off the right hand of Herr Nowitzki.
Just an incredible performance by Nowitzki. But
two-point game.
He is to win the game. There you go. That's exactly where I'm going.
Nowitzki exerting his energy to shoot. Has 3 rebounds to go with 34 points. Finley dumps it to Dirk, fading away.
It's too close.
It's 13 of 16 now. A minute left in the third quarter. Murray back. Leaves it for Evans. Reggie's got nowhere to go. Murray slicing free in the lane. Instead, opts to go to the point man. That's Luke Ridman. Murray drives by Bradley. Misses the layup. Evans the board. And the Sonics recycle. Radmanovich. Swept from behind by Nowitzki. Dirk. Bumped by Evans. And a technical call against Nate McMillan. That is the first Sonics turnover, believe it or not, since the first quarter. Nate McMillan wanted a foul call inside, protecting his guys.
You know what? I think he had a legal gripe because I thought that wraparound at the other end of the floor, I thought Dirk Nowitzki committed a foul on that play.
Nowitzki's made his last 27 from the line. Not tonight. That's his first tonight. But now 28 in succession. Dirk's damage has been done from about 7 feet beyond that 15-foot stripe. Mavericks trigger, up by 3. Jamison beats a napping Sonics team, and Finley threads the needle for the deuce.
Nice play, Michael Finley. What a heads-up play by Finley.
92-87.
Took the ball from the official, saw the open man, made the baseball pass. Chicago Cubs would have been proud of that Chicago product, Michael Finley.
Has had 22 assists in the game as Lewis go to work on Finley. Sharp over Bradley. That shot deflected. He got it back to the shoot. Bradley now called for the foul as Lewis became a man possessed, fighting for a couple loose balls. Sean guilty of his second. With 12.2 left in the third quarter. Sean Lewis steps to the line. Lewis has his 17th 20-plus point scoring effort of the season, already in back pocket with 21.
Nelly not happy about the defensive breakdown at that time. He's really getting after his players, and that's okay. Whatever you have to do at this point to get out of here with a win.
Well, the fourth quarter figures to be one wacky 12-minute stretch.
That pace may slow down a little bit in the fourth quarter, though, Matt. Those legs may not be quite as fresh. And that's lose that one.
Reggie Evans, though, just balling Bradley. 11.5 on the shot clock. And the Sonics get it back for the final attempt of the third. It was Antonio Daniels beating the buzzer to close out the second on a three-pointer. The Sonics up by 3 at intermission. Allen in, Reggie Evans out. So a clear offense for defense substitution there.
Yeah, it's a good substitution by Nate McMillan. Now, whatever you do, you got to stay with Ray Allen. You've got to stay with that guy right there because he wants the shot. I doubt that he will give up the ball.
Radmanovich picks for Allen. It turns the corner all the way to the rim. Scores it. Wiped out. It's an offensive foul. Travis Best got position, and Allen wondering where he was he in the restricted zone or not? Ray guilty of his third foul. Let's take a look.
Well, the play starts outside the lower defensive box. He's above the restricted area. Both of Travis Best's feet were above that restricted area. That's a good defensive play.
Finley has time. Launches. Nearly banked it in. Missed it slightly wide left. Dirk Nowitzki has put his autograph on this one. 17 third-quarter points, 35 on the 9-2 season high, including 6 of 7 field goals in the third, 5 of 5 on threes. He's 13 of 16 tonight for 35 points. The Mavericks are up by 4 going to the fourth. We'll see what Dirk has left for the final 12-minute stanza. Don't go away.
In my heart, my family and friends, we're never far apart. Lord brings us together. It's been that way forever, day or night, rain or shine, in any weather. Look again, and you'll get the message. Ford is the best in Texas.
It's too late, Jackie's here.
The bid's not ready?
No. So how do we get it to Milan on time?
Don't worry. We'll get it there. Go to UPS.com and schedule a late pickup. Or get it to a UPS drop box. They're everywhere. Or take it to the nearest UPS store.
More ways to get small business done. UPS. What can Brown do for you?
Or I could take it now.
Guess who? On the best damn sports show, period. It's back! It's the clubhouse for Hollywood and Hall of Famers.
Please welcome The Rock, Pamela Anderson, Chris Rock, Jesse Jackson, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Where anything can and will happen.
This is too good and too much fun.
Just move your hips in a circle.
That is must-see T-Busy right there.
Weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
Mavericks lead it to 92-88. Let's revisit the forward keys to the game for the Dallas Mavericks. Number one, they need to defend the J, especially the three. They haven't done that. 55% from the field for Seattle, 10 out of 20 on threes. Long rebounds. Mavericks have done an excellent job there. They're plus 12 in the rebound margin. And push the ball. Just so-so for this Dallas Maverick team. Only 10 fast break points.
Dallas starts in possession in the fourth with Nash, Finley, Jamison, Walker, and Bradley. Antoine Walker wants room to maneuver against Radmanovic. Kicks out to Finley errantly. Michael recovers with 5 to shoot. Bradley with a set shot. No pot of going to the bottom of that rainbow, but there's Jamison to clean up the mess. Antoine Jamison has 15 off the bench to lead all Maverick reserves, and Dallas, after outscoring the Sonics 34-27 in the third frame, gets the first bucket of the fourth. Mavs have won 4 of the last 6 in this building. They dropped both last year. Murray off the mark. Jamison clears. It's Flip Murray, Luke Ridnour, a young backcourt, along with Potapico, Radmanovic, and Allen on the front line for the Sonics. Jamison guarded by the smaller man. Spins, maneuvers, looked to scoop, but Ridnour was having none of that. Shot clock down to 7. Dirk Nowitzki has 2 made three-pointers tonight, Bob, from tying the franchise record held by George McLeod. Did that in an overtime win against Phoenix in 1995. It was 10 of 12 on that night.
I remember that game.
Finley a long 3. Oh, he drains it. Michael Finley makes it 10 successes beyond the arc for the Mavericks tonight in 18 tries.
I've had so much practice at watching threes go in that now I can call them when it leaves their hand.
Very nice. Mavs are undefeated when scoring 10 or more threes on the season. Perfect 5-0. Murray is bumped en route to the bucket.
Yeah, Bradley got him with his body before he blocked the shot.
First team foul against Dallas early in the fourth, and Murray will step to the foul line to shoot 2. He's led this team in scoring 11 times this season. He'll be playing against Josh Howard and the other rookies in the NBA. And this is his second season in that All-Star extravaganza on Friday night of All-Star Weekend in Los Angeles. Rashard Lewis quickly replaces Luke Ridnour with a stretch run. 10:44 remaining. Mavericks are threatening to break 100 very early in this fourth. Murray hits both.
Flip Saunders, by the way, the head coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves, said that Lionel Flip Murray is for real. You can believe that.
That was after Murray hit a buzzer-beating shot to beat the Wolves in Minneapolis. Nash, Walker, and Finley. Nice touch pass.
Yes.
Michael looking to ignite in the fourth, and Nowitzki's absence. That one in and out. Barely 17 tonight. Sonics with the fly back, getting closer. Lewis off the mark. Bradley towers, tips the rebound to Nash. Walker moves out.
Bradley, good job, Sean Bradley. You get a defensive play, you get a defensive rebound, make the outlet pass, and you got a streak from the left side. You hit that streaking man.
So Sean gets the hockey assist there, Bob.
Yeah, there you go. Sean Bradley tips it to Nash. Nash to Walker. 2 points. Mavericks up 99-90.
Preparing for winter, these docile little fellows savor a tasty feast. Ever alert, at the first sign of danger, they react.
Wrap your paws around Taco Bell's new 99-cent cheesy bean and rice burrito. It's a full half-pound and loaded with 3 cheeses, fiesta sauce, and a cheesy, zesty kick.
Now 99 cents is tasty and filling when you think outside the bun.
What do you get with Mavs season tickets?
My family gets to have a great time at the Mavericks game.
I get to be a maniac!
Mavs season ticket gives us Mavs spirit.
Call 214-747-MAVS or get details at DallasMavericks.com.
Matt Pinto, Bob Ortigal welcoming you back to a wild night in the Pacific Northwest. The Mavericks have matched their largest lead at 99-90, 2 minutes into the fourth. In order to bring you tonight's game, an all-new episode of Top Model can be seen Friday at 9. Survivor meets Victoria's Secret in the newest hit from UPN 21. Fresh off the timeout, let's see what the Sonics have concocted. It's an Allen 3 that Finley allows Lewis to jump in front of. And back to Murray. Radmanovic sticks the three-pointer. Why didn't Michael just grab that loose ball? That's a long two by Radmanovic, but goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think he had a chance to grab it. He thought that he could tip it in and the Mavericks would be in transition the other way. I believe that was his thinking.
Nash up and under Murray. Leaves it short, but back taps to Bradley. Dallas dominating the glass. That's been the tune from the outset. It's a 38-24 Maverick rebounding advantage tonight.
And thank goodness for that.
Walker draws a double. Finley off the bounce. Back to Walker. Radmanovic blocks the three. Finley right back to the rim. Had more time than he realized. A loose ball foul will send it the other way as Antoine Jamison got entangled with Rashard Lewis. That's the Mavericks' third team foul. The Sonics have none with 9:11 left.
And that's big right now. The Sonics get to that penalty situation pretty early in this fourth quarter. That'll make a big difference down the stretch.
How long does Nelly keep Dirk out?
Not very long. I don't think he'll be out very long.
Murray looks to set up in the low post against Nash. Ball is free. Nash picked his pocket.
Big defensive play. Big
on the fly. Nash blows by Allen. Unable to score it inside. Steve now 3 of 11 tonight.
Steve's had a tough night.
Murray, the skip pass to Radmanovic. That's a free ball that he was unable to connect on. Finley, quick outlets to Nash.
Someone's got to run with Steve. Three guys a little slow getting down the floor.
Jamison hands to Nash. Nowhere to go there. Steve steps back and drops the long two over Rashard Lewis's outstretched hand. So realizing his buddy Nowitzki's watching, Steve looking to elevate his offensive game. He's the 5th Maverick in double figures with 12. 8:10 to play.
Now we talked early on about fourth quarter defense. Let's see what happens for Dallas.
Topico flashes free. And knocks down the open jumper. He's played well tonight. Vitaly Potapenko now has 9 points.
He's a very mechanical player. He's not an extremely athletic player. Pretty solid in terms of fundamentals, and obviously 15, 16 feet on in for Potapenko. He's not going to shoot the ball well with great range.
Walker attacked by Murray. Feeds Finley. Michael Finley's gone cold. 7:35 left, 7-point game. Mavericks struggled to close out games in this building last season. Brown scored by 9 in one, by 7 in the other. Murray's on the floor. Alertly finds Lewis. He comes up and under Bradley. Won't get the bounce, but he does draw the foul. Sean Bradley's guilty of his third. 7:24 left. Here comes Nowitzki. Antonio Daniels in to replace Flip Murray for Seattle.
And let me point out, Matt, that Bradley's committed some fouls in there, but his presence at 7'6" has caused people to adjust their shots a little bit. Lewis just did it. And a lot of times in situations like that, Lewis may go all the way to the rack and dunk the ball. He's not going to do that with Bradley there. He actually ended up scooping it, didn't make it, so he's got to go to the 15-foot stripe and make a couple a little tougher than the one that he had.
Lewis had 17 of his team-high 23 in the first half. He drained 5 3-pointers before intermission. The Sonics, like the Mavericks, are very good in close games. Dallas in games decided by 6 or less, 9-4, including 6 straight wins. The Sonics are 9-5. still with no team fouls. They can be very aggressive playing from 5 back. It's a bad pass by Walker as he misconnects with Bradley for Dallas's 11th turnover.
Don Nelson just in agony over the whole thing. Big possession right there.
Mavericks show zone. Sonics working around the horn. Now Allen inside the arc. Daniels to Rodmanovich. Run off the 3 by Nowitzki. Back to Daniels, wide open. Excellent ball movement by Seattle for their 11th 3 tonight. And it's back to a 2-point game. The crowd very much into it.
Yeah, that was good stuff. That was good stuff by Seattle. Movement of the ball.
Nash and Nowitzki play the 2-man game, Bob. They're guarded by Potapenko. Needs to take him off the dribble, doesn't he? Settles for a long 2, but it's true. That basket is big as a rain barrel for Dirk. Building on a new season high with 37 now.
And these fans, the look on the faces of these fans with what Nowitzki is doing, it's just amazing. Good help there. He got a backdoor cutter.
Potapenko leads for Potapenko. 103-101.
You got to get a V-back on that. When Bradley moves over to pick up that cutter, you got to get a V-back from the other side.
Dallas's 9-point lead of moments ago has been shaved to 2. It has been a game of runs, and currently it's the Sonics with the answer. Can they ever stop Nowitzki? And will he have enough to lead Dallas to victory tonight?
Just announced these limited time offers from your Texas Ford dealer. Get F-150 Heritage with $3,000 cash back or choose 0% financing for up to 60 months. And just announced the all-new, completely redesigned Ford F-150, the 2004 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Now with super low 0% financing or $1,000 cash back. 2 tough trucks, 2 great offers, but only for a limited time. See them both at your Texas Ford dealer today.
I thought you had your own jet.
Now you can win Jack's stuff. A trip on his private jet or a 2-year lease on his brand new Ford Thunderbird or his Kawasaki jet ski watercraft or even a trip for 4 to Hawaii from Orbitz. Plus, you have a 1 in 4 chance of instantly winning other cool prizes. See rules or buy any medium or large combo meal, then sip, rip, and win. Yes! Oh, man! You might even ride away with Jack's Kawasaki motorcycles.
Nice ride, Jack. Don't even ask.
Dave. Brian. Are these your consultants?
They're providing an ongoing assessment.
We're on a standardized Dell Linux solution. PowerEdge servers, Intel Xeon processors.
What about assessment? Validation? Deployment?
Dell's services are proven and scalable end-to-end. They're customer-centric.
We're more, contractually inseparable.
Manage your enterprise for less with the flexibility of Dell products and services. Call or go online today.
If you like offense, we've had a beauty for you tonight from Seattle, where the Mavericks lead the Sonics by 2 midway through the 4th. And Bob, our Subway sub of the game, has been instrumental in Seattle hanging around.
Daniels has been outstanding for Seattle. He's been able to get to the bucket. He has hit some shots outside. He's having a season high in the ball game so far, and he's not done yet. Out of the corner for 3. Our Subway sub of the game, Antonio Daniels. 19 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 7 out of 10 from the field.
Including 3 of 4 on threes. Nash turns the corner, Rodmanovich on him on a switch. Dirk backs down Daniels, fades away. Nowitzki now 14 of 18, and every miss applauded by this partisan crowd. Sonics can tie with a 2 this trip. Allen, a whirling dervish, lost it. Howard the other way. Look out from behind, Josh.
Did he lose it or did Howard deflect it, man? I couldn't really tell. I don't know whether Howard made the defensive play or he just lost it. Josh Howard picked it up.
It's the 8th turnover of the night for the Sonics. Nash blows by Rodmanovich and is fouled inside. Steve Nash, utilizing his quickness against the bigger defender, steps to the line where he's 3 of 3 tonight.
Josh Howard comes over. Yeah, see, Josh Howard deflected that with his left hand, and then at the other end, when the Mavericks end up with a ball, Nash gets down inside and draws the foul. So, you know, there's a defensive play again, Matt.
The second best free thrower in the league, though, just missed.
I could tell by the look on your face.
Mavericks now 17 of 21 tonight. We're all critical from this point with 5:30 left. Mavericks have led by as many as 9. The Sonics' largest lead 8. Those are the quarters in which this one has been contested. Topico screens for Daniels and rolls away from Bradley. Shaw blocks the shot, but he's called for the foul, and he better be careful here. Joe Crawford's going to ring him up for a technical. Bradley guilty of his 4th personal. Topico goes to the line.
Bradley has to know the score now. He has to know the score and don't get a technical foul. Whether you think it was a good block or not doesn't matter. The foul was called. You're on the road with 5:17 to play. Don't get a tee.
This is only the 3rd double-digit scoring effort for Topico this season. He has 10. Bradley out, Finley in, so the Mavericks go smaller with 5:17 left. They led the game 99-90 by 9 5 minutes ago. Seattle on the comeback trail since. Topico can't get the roll. Lewis kept it alive. It's batted out to Topico, and the Sonics could take the lead with a 3-pointer. Allen instead thinking time. Howard blocks the shot, and it's off of Allen, out of bounds. Josh Howard to the rescue again defensively.
That's two key defensive plays by Josh Howard.
He's got 8 boards to go with 3 steals tonight.
And see, they don't really chart the defensive play. There you go. There's a look. They're short.
Lewis climbed the back of Howard without a whistle. 4:50 left. 104-102. Allen underneath to Lewis. Sends it back to his point. Topico goes over, and the game is tied at 104. 4:35 to play. This is not unlike the 2 meetings in this building last season. Both of those were won by the Sonics.
It's exactly like that.
Mavericks in need of a bucket. The crowd is whipped into a frenzy. Nowitzki up and under. Knocks down the jumper to quiet the crowd with his 38th and 39 points.
See, he did something entirely different. He made the ball fake and sort of came up and under over the left shoulder. He has not done that here tonight.
Daniels beats a pass to the bucket. He's got a new season high with 21. Nash looks to fly back. Finds Howard. He's forced to kick it out to Finley. Walker now wants to settle in. 3:50 to play. Nowitzki fumbles the lob, and the Sonics have it back off of the 12th Dallas turnover tonight. The Mavs in need of a stop. Going man-to-man defensively. Allen pops free. Sheds Nash, who's wide open. Seattle leads 108-106. Timeout Dallas. Ray Allen, the 3rd Supersonic to hit the 20-point scoring mark, has put the Sonics in front. They have surged from 9 back in the final frame, and with 3:29, they hold the edge.
I love the way you've decorated in here.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by January 29th.
You are now free to move about the country.
Everything for sports and the outdoors. You'll find it all at the right price at Academy.
Academy Sports and Outdoors. The right stuff, the right price.
Whatever your sport, get to Academy Sports and Outdoors first for the lowest prices on sports equipment, athletic shoes, sports and casual wear for the whole family. Brands like Nike, Reebok, Levi's, Adidas, Shimano, Remington. Huge selections at low prices every day at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
The right stuff, the right price. Academy.
I promise we won't nickel and dime you.
I promise to always give you choices.
At Guarantee Bank, we believe you can't put a price on great service. That's why we offer free checking that includes free ATMs, even free online banking, with free online bill pay, so paying bills is quick and easy. Free checking. Just one more reason we promise.
I'm your guarantee.
I'm your guarantee. I am your guarantee.
Sign up for free checking at Guarantee Bank today.
It's been an exhaustive effort in Seattle tonight, and the Guarantee Bank upcoming schedule shows you that the Mavericks have another one tomorrow night at Utah to take on the 22-22 Jazz at 8. Saturday, Dallas back home for an unusual noon start. Make note of that. Those of you that have tickets against the Denver Nuggets, Carmelo Anthony and company make their final visit to the American Airlines Center. And then on Tuesday, the Mavericks remain home for a meeting with the Golden State Warriors, Jason Richardson and company. 3:29 left. The Mavericks have been outscored 20-14 in the fourth, and the field goal accuracy has fallen off, Bob. Is that a sign of fatigue? 40% thus far in the final quarter.
That certainly could be part of it. The Sonics are on an 18-7 run. Nowitzki with a shot.
Has a new career high with 41, and it's even up at 108.
He might end up with 50 before this thing's over.
Very well executed play as Dirk popped free off a Finley pick.
Well, and that's what Don Nelson is so good at. That execution comes plain and simply from coaching and teaching. You have to execute. Players have to be well instructed.
Bradley back into the game. Lost the rebound. Unfortunately, it was off of Potapingo from the Mavericks standpoint. Dallas has won 6 straight in games that have been decided by 6 or less. This one appears headed in that direction.
Will they go right back to Nowitzki?
Why not?
They do. I agree with you.
Shoved by Lewis. Feeds Finley. A little short. Michael now 8 of 21 on the night.
Michael had a good look.
2:40 to play. Allen blasts into Nash and leaves for Daniels, who's guarded by Josh Howard. Daniels in no hurry. The shot clock to 12. Lewis wants it against Finley. Instead it comes from the top of it. Now to Lewis. 5 to shoot. Richard bottled up by Bradley. Gets it back. Shovels to the top and go for the lead with 2:20 left. He's got 9 points in the quarter and 14 on the night.
And it's because the middle is so wide open. Dallas defending those perimeter shooters. Good look for Nash.
Leaves it short. The last 2 Maverick jumpers have been short. Sonics by 2. Lewis is guarded by Nash on a mismatch. Challenges Bradley and finishes. Seattle up 4. Dallas in a must-score situation now.
Nelly wanted a timeout. Nash didn't see it.
Nowitzki fumbles it. Finley 3 for 3. Big shot. Left short. Bradley reels it in. Nash opens for 3. Can't get it. There's Nowitzki climbing for the board. Nash guarded by Lewis. Beats him off the dribble. Gets bumped. Bucket scores it.
Holy cow, how did he make that shot?
Comes up lipping with 1:32 left. He slithered inside and got blasted as he hit the reverse.
Look at this, folks. You can't even see the basket. Nothing but yellow shirts all around. Up off the glass and in.
Both sides are now in the penalty. And Seattle protects a 1-point lead. Nash converts the back end of the 3-point play.
Timeout, Seattle.
1:12-111, 1:32 left. The Sonics have a vast array of offensive options. And we'll see if the Mavericks can batten it down defensively. It was at about this stage of the game Sunday afternoon at the American Airlines Center, Bob, that the Mavericks closed the game on an 11-2 run to win by 9. They were tied with the Kings in the final couple of minutes.
Well, that would look pretty good right now. Important things to point out. Both teams will be shooting the penalty. There are 4 fouls on each team. 2 timeouts for the Sonics. That's important. 3 remaining for Dallas.
Mavericks and Grizzlies have the longest running current winning streaks in the league at 8. But number 9 is in peril in Seattle. Get to your neighborhood Radio Shack. Apply for the new Radio Shack MasterCard. Applying automatically registers you for a chance to win a road trip for 2. Play Phoenix on March 13th. Radio Shack, you've got questions. We've got answers.
Big decision is what Nelly does right here defensively. Will he change up completely defensively and maybe try to surprise the Sonics a little bit? Would he think at all about going to his zone in this situation? Could be risky because of the perimeter shooters, but just trying to point out the options so you can make the call at home. You can be the coach. You go man-to-man defense. You don't come off of Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis in the corners where they have been starting out.
Lewis with 26, Allen with 20, and Antonio Daniels has been a major thorn in the Mavericks side with 21. It's been Nowitzki's offensive night with a new career-high 41 for the Mavericks, but right now they need more.
And the other thing is when you don't come off the shooters in the corners, like guys like Lewis and Allen, that leaves the middle open for a guy like Patopico, and he has hurt the Mavericks in there in this fourth period, and that's why.
The Mavericks going man-to-man as Bradley's on the bench. Offense funneled through Allen. Walker out to contest Patopico. Not a great passer. He picked up his pivot from there without a whistle. Lewis now one-on-one on Howard. Pump fakes, fires, and blocked by Josh, but a foul is called on the rookie. A minute 14 left, and Rashard Lewis, an excellent free thrower, will toe the line for 2.
Howard's up tight. He gets called for a foul here on the shot. He did get on his elbow. Looked like he got him on the elbow. Did not get away with it.
Lewis, 3 of 4 at the line tonight. Now has 27 points. Jamison back in for the Mavericks, supplying another offensive option with a minute 14 left. He replaces Howard. Eight-game winning streak is in the balance. Mavericks have reeled off 4 in a row on the road.
The one thing you don't do right now is worry about getting the two. You worry about getting the best shot you can get. There's a lot of time on the clock, and Don Nelson's very good at using that time.
Clock has not yet started. A minute 12 remaining. The shot clock had 2 tick off, and Nash never touched the ball. So that'll be readjusted to a minute 14 left, and a fresh 24 for the Mavericks. The clock will have Nash, Nowitzki, Finley, Walker, and Jamison on the floor, Bob.
Yeah, the clock doesn't start on the inbounds pass. It starts when it's touched inbounds.
Nash leads Walker. Nowitzki wants the tie. Left it long. Nash has the rebound. Falling to the floor, it's free. Jamison on it to Nowitzki. Right to the rim is fouled by Patopico with 58.4 left. Will that be a flagrant? Nowitzki's down. He got hit in the face pretty hard.
Boy, he takes
and it is a flagrant foul called against Patopico. So 2 free throws plus possession here with 58.4 seconds left.
Patopico obviously shaking his head no. You'll get a look at it here. Ball back to Nowitzki. Good hustle. How about the play by Jamison? Oh, boy.
That's a flagrant 1. 2 free throws plus possession for the Mavericks. Dirk just got clocked by that right elbow of Patopico.
I don't think there's any question about that being a flagrant 1. There are some that would have called that a flagrant 2.
20-second timeout called by the Mavericks, allowing Dirk to regather his faculties here.
Let's look at it again. Watch the elbow. Right into the mouth of Dirk Nowitzki. And you take enough of those over a period of time, pretty soon you start going to that rim a little bit gun shy. And believe me, Nowitzki has taken some shots in this league since he's been in it just like that. That's why his teeth have been replaced. His teeth have been straightened.
Mavericks down to 1 full timeout remaining. He's making certain his teeth are all in place now. Seattle with 1 timeout plus of 20. Both sides out of fouls. 58.4 remaining. Dirk has 2 foul shots, and the Mavericks with possession. So Dallas in this sequence could reclaim the lead. But Nowitzki, without anybody on the free throw lane with him, has to shoot into a sea of distraction.
That's a lonely place to be, let me tell you.
He's made his last 29 from the line, is 2 of 2 tonight, now has 42 points. This one could pull the Mavericks to within 1, and it does.
43 points for the guy from Germany.
The Mavericks with Walker, Jamison, Nash, Nowitzki, and Finley have an opportunity to claim the lead here inside the final minute.
Number 1, take care of the ball, make the extra pass.
Walker lost a 3 and misses. Goodness. And then he fouls Lewis to compound the problem.
Oh, wow.
That was a contested 3. Surprisingly, he squeezed the trigger.
You make the shot fake and move over, draw the defender. Here's a look at it. See, that's a big guy. That's Lewis coming at him. I believe he swings the ball to Nowitzki right there, who was to his right.
Lewis 5 of 6 at the line, has 28. Make it 29. He calmly sinks the first. It'll remain no worse than a one-possession gap for the Mavericks as Rashard Lewis, a renowned Maverick killer, is doing it again.
Whatever you do, if he misses it, don't let someone come across. Make sure you get the rebound.
Dallas opts not to call the timeout, trailing by 3. They'll get it back after this possession, so they don't need a 3 this trip. Nash guarded by Potapico on a switch. Launches the 3 for the tie. Got it! Steve Nash rising at the most opportune moment. It's even at 116.
I think that was the call all the way to Nash on that side of the floor. Maybe not the 3, but they wanted to get Nash isolated on a pick and roll. Seattle did not handle the pick and roll, or that time the pick and pop.
Steve Nash, Mr. Money for Dallas. The 11th made 3, the one that knocks it up.
Here it is. See, he's got Potapico on him. You don't want Potapico on that guy. You can't make that switch if you're Seattle. He doesn't want to go out on Nash because he knows Nash is going to go around him, so he lays back. You can't lay back on a good three-point shooter. There's what happened.
Well, not just did he get the opportunity to square himself up, Bob, and walk into that shot, he ran into that shot. 29 seconds now left, a discrepancy of 12 game-to-shot clock here.
And that helps a little bit when you can move into a perimeter shot when you're inside the last 30 seconds of a ball game, because your legs are not as fresh as they were to start the game, and that just gives you a little bit more impetus coming up off the floor, which directly affects your release and certainly the range.
Playing an hour and a half from his home of Victoria, British Columbia, Nash hits the game's biggest shot to this point. 29 seconds left. Allen will inbound. Lewis, Daniels, Radmanovich, and Potapico on the floor. And now Potapico will exit in favor of Flip Murray. So all 5 players on the court are capable perimeter shooters. Finley, Jamison, Nash, Nowitzki, and Walker to defend.
And if you're Seattle, you got to run the clock down. You're at home. Oh, I'm really surprised.
Lewis spins, blows the layup. Rebound. Nowitzki lost it. He's fouled by Lewis with 21.8 left. Dirk can give Dallas the lead.
I'm sorry, that is not a good play. You are playing at home. You've got to run the 24-second shot clock down as far as you can and then get the shot. You do not do this. You let that shot clock run down. Maybe on the road you do that, but not at home. No way.
Seattle down to only a 20-second timeout left as well, Bob.
Yeah, that's, oh my.
Do you believe that?
I don't. But I haven't believed.
Needs this for the lead.
I haven't believed a lot of things I've seen in this game. So.
Well, we were joking at shoot-around today that it may take 120 for the Mavericks to win this thing, given the offensive firepower in the building. Dirk missed them both. You gotta be kidding me. And Seattle has it back. Timeout called. 19.8 remaining. Unbelievable. Sonics now thinking win. Come back with us. 19.8 remaining in regulation.
Behind every story, there's a bigger story that only the Dallas Morning News can tell. More of what? More of why? More of who? And while some are content to give you the big picture, we think you should have the whole picture. Know the full story. The Dallas Morning News.
It took 49 seconds to buy the newest cross trainers, 56 seconds to buy a case of protein bars, and 32 seconds to join the city's best gym. Time saved versus dial-up, 7 minutes, 36 seconds. What could you do with 7 minutes and 36 seconds? SBC Yahoo DSL for as low as $26.95 with free movie and music downloads. Hurry, call, or sign up online. One more way we bring it all home.
In what has been an absolutely mesmerizing shooting display by Dirk Nowitzki, he's unsuccessful on 2 free throws with 21.8 seconds left, and that allows the Sonics an open door to the lead. They have possession with 19.8 showing in a tie game at 116.
And everybody in blue Going back out on the floor was Pat and Dirk Nowitzki on the backside or on the back or on the back of the head.
The Mavericks have one timeout remaining. The Sonics, the scoreboard shows one as well, and they use the full court as Ray Allen is guarded by Michael Finley.
They should just play for the last shot if you're Seattle. You're at home, same thing I was talking about before.
Allen has missed 6 of his last 7 shots.
You don't give it back to Dallas at this point if you're Seattle.
Screen comes from Romanovich. Allen looks to beat Finley on the dribble. Michael blocked the shot. Dallas has it with 1.6 left. Timeout. Finley comes up with a huge defensive stop against the Ray Allen.
That's how you win games. With big defensive plays. You don't have to wait quite this long to get him. Michael Finley here goes up, gets a piece of the ball. No foul called. Mavericks get it back. It hit the side of the board. Walker with a heads-up call. He called it right away. The question is, should there be more time on the clock than 1.6 seconds? I think that's what the officials are trying to determine right now. But if they don't know for sure, they can't put time back on the clock.
And the issue is not when Walker signaled the timeout. It's when it was awarded him by the officiating crew, because the ball came off in Walker's possession with close to 3 seconds left, it looked like.
Well, if you're Dallas now, you're obviously going to move it into the front court. And I have said this so many times, Don Nelson is very good at these things. And I would almost bet every penny I have in my pocket that he will try to go to Dirk directly from out of bounds, primarily because of those 2 free throws that Dirk missed and the great night that he has had. So let's see where it goes. If the Mavericks, you don't want to commit a foul here now, either way, either team. The substitution for Seattle is Booth into the game. He will guard the man out of bounds, and it's because Calvin Booth has good size, long arms, and he will make it difficult for Finley to get a good look. Your call, Matt Pinto.
The Mavericks have got to get it inbounds here. They're out of timeouts. Walker fades away. Hits the shot at the buzzer. Dallas wins. There's the shimmy. There's the win in Seattle. Walker buries the shot at the buzzer. Oh, I love this game.
What Nelly did was he used Nowitzki as a decoy. They went straight to Walker. Now they are going to review the shot, so don't go away yet.
Antoine Walker at the horn. We'll see if it counts. The Sonics are in a stunned stupor right now. As Finley goes to Walker from the corner, he hits it over Radmanovich. Joey Crawford is reviewing the shot, and it is good.
Mavericks win it, folks. Here's a look at it with the clock. Walker with the ball. Watch the lights on the backboard. The ball is in the air. The light there. The lights finally went on. There's no question about it. The ball was more than halfway on its way to the basket when the red lights went on. Watch the red lights, folks. The red lights. The ball is gone. Look for, there go the lights. You see them? Basket counts.
And his win number 9 in a row ever fine, as Dallas does it in Seattle, and we've been waiting all season for the shimmy, the shake, and there it is. 9 straight Maverick wins.
I think Don Nelson will probably accept it on that occasion.